All right. Well, welcome everybody.
Yeah.
It is the time of the week where we are playing some Ravenloft Misfits, or otherwise known as Curse of Strahd. This is our second episode, so welcome to everybody that has made it to either this one or last one and this one. Congrats, thank you. I am Jonny. I am the DM for this campaign. And for a full list of our cast's names and socials and pronouns and everything that you could need about them, go ahead and type !cast, like what our awesome Joel has done. Ravenloft Misfits will be streaming each Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, excluding the last Monday of each month, which we will be using that for our one-shots of the month, where we play one-shots from the community to highlight them, ones that we like. So, if you like this content, if you want to see more, please follow us, consider subscribing to the channel, and participate in the chat. We would love to hear from you, and if you stick around, you can earn experience points, which you can then use to give some of our players inspiration dice, and even force myself, the DM, to re-roll. So each player can only have one inspiration dice at a time. However, these dice can be upgraded. So a D4 can be upgraded to a D6, and the D6 can be upgraded to a reroll.
There's a D10 in there, isn't there?
And we just want to thank a couple other sponsors for this awesome adventure that we're doing. And we want to first thank our top supporter, Roll20. And Roll20, if you're watching this stream, and the viewer are watching the stream and you're looking for a great way to get together with friends online, Roll20 is awesome. We've been using it for a couple years now. They're roll20.net, or you could type !Roll20 in the chat and you can get a direct link to them. We can't recommend them enough. They're awesome. Their use of the character sheets, all sorts of different things you can do. Is
especially
great.
What we're using right now, the Curse of Strahd module. It is so easy to use. It has everything ready to go for everybody that wants to just pick it up and go. It makes DM prep super easy. Definitely highly recommend that. But next, we also want to thank Syrinscape for allowing us to use their awesome music that we are using. The application is filled with epic sounds and music that are true to the Barovian experience. So if you're interested in them, please type !music or Syrinscape in the chat, and it'll give you a link to the playlists that we are using currently, and you can use those to get your own Curse of Strahd campaign started.
And then we also would like to shout out Skull Splitter Dice. We are affiliates with them, and they have a pretty great store online for all sorts of different TTRPG content. But yeah, if you want to support our show, you can use our affiliate link by typing !dice or !Skull Splitter Dice in the chat. And they also have like a D100 metal dice, which we keep mentioning, but that's because it's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, check them out.
Yeah, they also have a really cool skull mug that's filled with dice as well. That one's pretty sweet.
Dope.
It's filled with like about 100 different
Cool.
like plastic dice, and then it has like a random metal D20 from their store as well. It's pretty sweet.
Like a grab mug.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And the link actually to the mug specifically is in the chat. So go ahead and follow that second link and you'll go right to it.
Nice.
We are also affiliates with Phineas Coffee for gamers. I personally got the Champions Blend, and it's really great. I have a little thing of it right here. So, you can support the show by following our affiliate link, which we'll be posting up in the chat here pretty soon. You can type !coffee or !Phineas Coffee in the chat to get a link to their website, and make sure to use Talking XP altogether in the coupon code to get 10% off your purchase.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then lastly, if you're part of an organization or company that would like to be involved with Talking XP, you can please contact us through our email at talkingxp@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear from you guys, and we're definitely open to partnerships. And then also one last final announcement too. It's not like one that we had scripted yet, but like we have merch. So if you want to check out our merch store, I believe the command was exclamation point merch, I think is what it was. But yeah, you can follow that link and you can see our awesome collection of items, which will be continuing to grow as time goes on.
Yeah. Go check it out. It's a lot of good stuff. Perfect. All right. Well, with that, we are going to move in to a recap real quick. So, to begin with, everybody found themselves in a misty forest with their own motives and reasons. You all found each other at a campfire that was just seemed to have been set for somebody that had left semi-recently. After following a few tracks, you found yourself on an old, muddy road, the mist beckoning you forward. You came across a giant gateway that opened up to your approach and closed behind you as you entered. And after another hour or so of travel, you came to what seemed to be a village. You found a tall, skinny manor that two kids were just out in front of. They were crying, stating that their parents had been taken hostage by these monsters in the basement. And, of course, Estella, being the paladin of the group, decided that it was pertinent for the entire group to help. So, after entering Durst Manor, you found that things weren't exactly as they were described before. Finding eerie pieces and tones of death and neglect and other dark themes. After you traveled from the first floor up to the third floor, you were then attacked by 3 wolves that you had seen before, and you found solace in this bedroom where you had found the father figure, Gustav Durst, hung from his bedpost. As you took your short rest, what did everybody do?
I, during this time, was definitely staying good 6 feet distance from people, as you should in these times.
Social distancing, very good.
And I probably, was just kind of keeping my arms close, kind of keeping very just aware of what's going on around me as much as I possibly could. Probably just hands intertwined, just kind of not saying much, but just watching.
Sure. Everyone else?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do pretty similar. I'm just gonna sit down in the corner and take a load off.
Sure.
I'm gonna get hella comfy on the sofa in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna look through the stuff I got from the library.
Sure.
I will take... is it possible? Can I cast magic? Ritual magic? While I'm resting? Is that a thing I can do? I'm not super sure.
Good question.
Okay, bye.
Alright, goodbye. Guess the session's over.
To the book.
Let me just double check. I actually that was on my notes of things to look up because I wanted to make sure, but I believe the answer is no. But I mean, ritually, you're following no rules. Ritual version takes not expand spell slot. I mean, as rules is written, I think it's no, but I'm willing to make an exception. Are you doing what I'm thinking you're doing? Are you identifying?
I'm identifying these things.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like go out and cast some powerful. I'm just gonna sit there and look at a thing.
Sure. Yeah.
And
No, you
magic
can
hits,
definitely figure out that these items that you had found in the secret area are you found 3 spell scrolls. And then you also found a spell book that was filled with different spells as well.
That doesn't sound that bad.
So, yeah, with that, I will update your information. And, yeah. What else? What is everybody else doing?
Blaire's sitting on the edge of the bed, kind of facing towards the wall away from everybody, and she's clutching at something that's under her cloak. She's clutching it with her hand, just kind of staring off in the wall. She's kind of realizing that she's been a little bit reckless. She's not with her group anymore, and that she needs to focus after that close encounter a few minutes ago. So she's just kind of steeling herself to act a little bit more grown up.
Sure. And Estella?
Yeah, she'd take point at the door, putting her back to it, making sure that if any danger's coming, it's going to hit her first.
Sure.
And she's kind of going into a mild trance-like state as she reviews her family Bible full of songs and poetry and different prayers to illustrate. And she just kind of feels like her whatever connection she has to the divine is getting recharged, and she's like trying to inspire herself a bit. And
definitely
after doing that for about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, she'd see how tense Blaire is and just put her book back and kind of slowly approach her. Feeling any better?
I'm gonna jump because he scared me. I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Okay. I do apologize for not reaching you faster during that small battle. Hopefully that won't happen again.
That's quite alright. Katya was down. I still had my own, but we'll be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, I think as long as we all watch each other's backs, I think we'll be all right.
Of course. See, we had lost the name in my brain. Johans, you were finding some scrolls, books? Yes, you researched too?
Yes. I don't know at what point this is happening, so he's still like just like yes,
Yeah,
I agree, and he's just working
after
on
you
his
cast
thing.
the spell.
Oh, then yeah, he's just gonna present the things he says. Some spells, yes. The 3 spell scrolls in a spell book. Very interesting content these things have.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Care to share with the group?
Not
Or do you need some
particularly, no.
assistance?
No, I'm good. But it is a protection from poison spell. Spell scroll, pretty good. I think that's not that bad. A spiritual weapon spell scroll. I don't think that helped me very much. I don't do this weapon thing that they're talking about in the scroll. They have a bless spell. Also not my thing. It's a scroll though, so it's one of. But I do have the spell book, which I'm keeping. And he just kind of glares at everyone to make sure that nobody tries to steal.
Give him a thumbs up.
I just kind of like look down and kind of look over, like, yes, fine.
Okay.
If you are not divinely inclined towards the spiritual weapon or the bless, I'm sure I or Claire or another one of us could put it to use.
If it comes to that, yes, we can use it. But I don't actually know if it is possible for me to do this, but I think I could copy this spell and make it a permanent addition of my spell inventory. But I don't know, so I'm gonna try first. If it doesn't work, have at it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm just gonna. He's still gonna hand him the spell scrolls over, but he's like, you know, if it's possible, let's not.
Yeah, last resort. I understand.
Yeah, because I'm a wizard. That's what I do.
I understand. I was a scribe for my people back in Silvery Moon, and trained in the ways of researching the arcane. So I totally understand your lot, as it were.
I see. I don't know what any of that means, but good for you.
I know how to find important things in books, transcribe magic, and hopefully put pieces of information together in order to discern truths for others who have difficulties.
Ah. Me too.
Okay.
I start to look around. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but we have been sitting here for a little while. Is everybody feeling up to continuing? If not, that's fine.
I'm going to take a quick second. I want to look at through Luna's eyes real quick, just make sure that the kids are fine. And then I'll go with the rest of the group.
as you kind of like go into your familiar's eyes, you see that oh, gotcha. Yeah. As you go into Luna's eyes, you find that the entire area has been taken over by mist. You can see kind of in the like a little bit of a outline of two kids that seem to be in the stables looking up to the house still. Doesn't seem like anything's changed in terms of that.
Sorry, dogs.
And you hear a dog bark.
Luna
turns around and
oh no, roll initiative. Okay.
Not again.
No, I'm gonna have Luna get closer to the kids, just kind of shield them from the mess with her wings.
Sure.
Huge.
Yeah.
That's it, and then I'll just...
And you do.
We can do whatever we're supposed to do. What was it that we were supposed to do? I don't remember.
Clear out the monster.
We're still looking for a basement.
That
reminds me, actually, if you give me 10 minutes, I'd remembered out of a sudden that I have a spell I can use.
You need another 10 minutes? I mean...
I totally did not get this when we leveled.
Well, while you're casting, Johans, perhaps Grimm and Katya and Blaire can help me figure out where this key goes to? I think one of you found it in the desk.
If you guys want to continue exploring, I can piggyback right on one of you as I cast the spell. I can read this if it's possible.
There's no need for that. Well, you're doing that. I
think
agree.
you need
I agree
to
with
stay in
Estella.
one place for a ritual casting.
I think we have this key, and we've been too focused. We've been too focused on resting here, and we haven't spent enough time in seeing if there's maybe any clues in here. So perhaps there we can find a clue with this key.
Okay, then while they figure out those clues, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
I think,
and just so that everybody knows, viewer-wise, they were level 1 on the last one, and after the short rest, they have leveled up to level 2. Just so everybody knows, we haven't really actually explicitly said that, but
anything with it. But
okay, so who's gonna?
That's why I remember.
right.
Detect magic. I have this thing in my spellbook that wasn't there before.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot.
How many spells can you cast?
With the new spellbook, actually quite a lot. It's a lot.
How many is a lot?
Okay, you want me to count?
Would you count?
I can count.
Would you please?
I'll count. Okay. So I have Dancing Lights, Ray of Frost, Minor Illusion, basic stuff, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on top of that, and then on the new spellbook I have 1, 2, 3. No, I have that one. Hold on. 1, 2. No, wait. 3. About 20, maybe 22, 25.
You said a lot of names.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about everybody else, but I don't know what half of that means. But as long as you do, that's fine.
He's very versatile.
If I want to, I can make things explode, basically.
That I can see
what I did
a use
with
for
the
that potentially, but I agree with Katya that hopefully we don't need to blow things up if we can help it.
Not in a place made out of wood.
I did just kind of blow up a couple of wolves back there. It wasn't very nice.
That was fine. I think everybody here can say that we all appreciate
That
that.
was fine. There is a time and place for blowing things up. And
I
it
agree.
may
I
come
don't want to
that.
blow things up. I prefer to read the thing in peace.
Then we got an agreement. I'm gonna stand up and say, should we get going then?
Wait, not yet. I haven't finished my spell.
Well, why are you talking to us then? Carry on.
I don't like to ignore people. I'm sorry.
Carry on.
I finished the spell. Obviously.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after 10 minutes, you finish your spell. And what were you casting exactly?
Detect magic. Sir.
Detect magic.
And
okay.
also
so,
during this time, we are looking around the room.
Sure.
All
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
we're looking for a keyhole.
Go ahead and somebody helm a investigation check with advantage.
I get
that
a
way-
+2.
Let me check.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, I have a +2 as well.
As I start talking, it's like I think while you're doing that, let's do what you're saying, Estella. Let's all spread out. Let's look around the room and let's see. I'm capturing your accent a little bit.
Hey, that's my accent.
That's fine. It's your accent.
I speak a lot of languages. You pick things up from time to time.
Regardless, I think
Be a jet for a long.
what will be best is
Sorry,
if we
continue.
spread around this room and all look. I think will be your best. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Natural
On-
20. Right on.
Oh,
Yeah, natural
Hell yeah.
20 with advantage. Hell
First
yeah.
one of the night.
Yeah. So, nice. 26 total brings us to you finding that there is a jewelry box on the vanity in this room that is made of silver with gold filigree, and it's worth about 75 gold pieces. Inside you find 3 gold rings that are most likely worth 25 gold pieces each. And you find a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant worth it probably around 750 gold pieces. Underneath all of that, you find an unsent letter.
Open
Who
it.
found the box?
Read the letter.
It would probably be Grimm since he
Okay.
was the one that was.
Hey, I found something over here. It looks like another one of the letters. It says,
What does this one say?
"My dear Mrs. Petrovna, Petrovna, that's what it is. Your advice on dealing with the unwanted fiend in my home is quite good advice indeed. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the moon is at its highest peak, without, of course, the attendance of Mr. Durst. Which I think is this body that's been hanging here. Anyways, back to the letter. It says, if nothing else, I am relieved that I shall... It's a little bit hard to read right here. It's a little blotted. I think it says, I shall soon no longer have to suffer the harlot's insufferable presence. Each time we pass through her quarters to our meeting space, we shall be rid of her indeed. My thanks, Mrs. Elizabeth Durst."
So what does that mean?
So that was the wife planning to be rid of the maid? Like we found before?
And this sounds like
Yes.
the husband was already taken care of, perhaps after or before this writing, if I'm understanding it correctly.
To
Tragic.
paraphrase a work of literature, horrible murders. Just a family caving in on itself, and the children are left in the crossfire, and there's something of foul nature in this household that has devoured at least 3 souls. So, if that letters to be believed, then there is some unknown entity a group is praying to that the Lord Strahd, I believe the other letter said, and she'll flick through the papers to confirm, yes, is not taking responsibility for, and perhaps we'll have to deal with, depending upon if we can find this mysterious basement that the kids talked about.
I wonder if this has anything to do about the ghost in the other room.
Probably.
Did the ghost say anything specific?
It said
Or
it
was it just like there?
It told me to shush. It said something with sleeping and then continued to look out a window.
I I think that might be the lady that was Margaret or whatever her name is.
I'm not.
Because in the letter to Uncle, this letter here, and I show it to the group, the one for Uncle Dimov. The Gustav is his name. He mentions that the bride, the lady, is pregnant. And if you're saying that the ghost told you to shush because baby, then that is probably the lady that is there with the baby.
That sounds right to me.
Well, Grimm, you look like you're kind of dead. Why don't you go try to talk to her?
I mean,
Excuse?
yeah.
Pardon? You think he's dead?
Look at his complexion. He's pale as a ghost. Quite almost
You're
literally.
not wrong. As I kind of look at my hand again, it's like, I'm willing to try. Just with how much things are happening, with all this information that we're finding out, it just seems like we're maybe in over our heads a bit.
At some point, Blaire will have to teach you about subtlety.
Never heard of her.
So that's the plan then? Talk to the ghost?
That's a step.
I'm willing to give it a shot. I think I have it in me. I think maybe we can reason with it, or maybe find it peace, perhaps. With
Perhaps.
Small clarification request, DM. Did the key go to the jewelry box, or are we still looking for the thing the key goes to?
No, it did not.
Okay, so...
We still have the key.
Still a mystery.
Alright. Will we need to roll again to see if it's found in this room, or just...
No, that would have been a part of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
something else entirely.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is there anything under this rug?
Floor is under the rug.
What type of floor?
How typical.
A very dirty one, actually, and it's weird because, I mean, you could see, like, as you lift up the tiger rug, all of the like, you can see that it's been here for a really long time, so all of that, like, tiger parts have just, like, fallen onto the ground underneath, and just kind of, like, it's been dried as, like, the leather kind of thing underneath, but since then it's kind of started separating from the fur itself, so it's looking gross.
When
It's all matty and
when I see Blaire like lift up the tiger rug, I'll like, shrug and then I'll toss the bed. Is there anything under the pillows or the mattress or anything?
doesn't seem like there's anything under there. It just seems to be a standard bed. Everything in here is disheveled and dirty, though. That's for sure. It's a stark difference between where you first started, everything being very neat, tidy, and clean, and the further up you go, the more dirty it gets.
I think this room is sufficiently searched.
I think you're right. I think we've all torn this thing apart. Johans, are you ready? Are you finished?
And as that happens, you see his eyes go completely white over. As Johans, you are able to now see anything magical, which you are able to see.
Within 30 feet of me, unless blocked by specific things, is what it says.
You see that Estella's sword is lightly magic. You see that. Yeah, this is pretty much it. It's pretty much what you see in your vicinity, other than the spell scrolls in the spell book that you had picked up.
And my own spell. The spell.
Correct. Yeah. So it's about all you find. Correct.
I can sense magic as long as it's not blocked by 1 foot of stone, an inch of common metal, 3 feet. So I can't sense anything outside of the room we're in.
No, not really. I mean, you get a hint that the mist is magical-ish. Like, there's like little, like, dust, almost. If you could see like a solid, it's almost like a dust that you can see on the mist itself of magic. So yes, it's magical, but not as magical as like a magical item that you see in front of you.
Okay.
Just like a hint.
I'm ready to go. My eyes magic now. we can go through the house. I can see if there's magic anywhere else. But if you want to continue with your own exploration, I'll just tag along and look at things. I was doing it already, but now I can see magic.
I think I'm good. Do you mind if I can see one of those letters again? And I ask for whoever has the letters.
I don't remember who got them, but I'm assuming we just gave them to you. No?
I grabbed the letters from Estella. Then is that what it sounds like? Who has it?
Yeah, sorry,
cool.
I hit the wrong button on my screen. Yeah, we hand all the letters to you.
So I take a look through it, and I go through the thing. Here's the one it looks like. The one from the father, talking about Rose, I wish I could see you blossom into a strong, beautiful woman. Thorn, I wish I could see you, be there for you. Those are the children outside. But I can't. This guilt. Margaret screams. They're all too much for me. So Margaret is the name of the lady that Blaire was talking to. So I will go forward with that information. Well, we'll see if we can maybe help
lady
bring
in the
peace.
past tense.
She wasn't really much of a lady either. I mean, she was she was sleeping with the boss. Like, that's not ladylike behavior, is it?
Depends on the culture.
That's a good point, yes.
But Estella's gonna ready her mace and shield and be ready to guard whoever's walking first.
Let me go first. I'll see what I can do, and I will lead the way out if.
Sure. So as you begin to make your way towards this, you get a chill. It's like you walk through a cloud of cold. But you find the door in front of you closed, and the staircase in which you had ascended still continuing down. You want to open the door?
I will open the door. Is everybody filling in behind me?
Yep.
Cool.
We should give them some space if he's going to try to talk.
Cool.
DM?
Sure.
We should stay 5 feet back.
I don't want to interrupt every room, but just keep in mind I still have the tech magic up. Until the point that if there's any conflict, obviously I'll drop it. But until then, if just so I don't bog down, just know that that's up.
What was that?
Yeah.
If there's anything interesting to say.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything here magical that you can see. But yeah, I will let you know if there's something that pops up and pings.
Okay.
So,
I open the door.
All right. As you open the door,
I kind of keep my hand raised, and I'm just wait for a moment to say something.
Sure. As you open the door, you find that the ghostly figure is no longer there. Inside, just to repeat the description of this place, you find dust and cobwebs shrouding an elegantly appointed bedroom and an adjoining nursery. You see that the bedroom contains a large bed, 2 end tables, and an empty wardrobe. On the wall that you are currently not able to see, but just barely, you can see that there is a mirror that is mounted just next to that wardrobe. And it's a full-length mirror from floor to ceiling. You find double doors set at the bottom left of the map that seem to be leading out to a balcony. You find the most closest door to you on that left, slightly ajar, opened outwards.
I will slowly kind of walk into the room, and I kind of move my hand behind me to signal people to kind of stay back for a second.
Sure.
And so I'll walk into the center of the room slowly, and I'll just raise my hands, and I will begin to speak. Margaret. As you begin walking over, you see that there is a pane in the left glass, or in the left door, a glass center. And inside that room, you find the specter looking over a crib that seems to be covered currently. And you can just see her looking down with... It seems to be love, but
kind of hard to gauge when it's,
Sure.
an undead ghost. But looking down and seeming to be cherishing whatever they're looking at.
I kind of see them, and I kind of raise my hands very slowly and very, unthreatening.
Mm-hmm.
I say, Margaret?
You see her turn, look to you. And then she looks back down and seems to pay you no mind.
I walk back into this other section very slowly still. It's like, well, guys, it seems like the spirits moved into the other room where there's a cradle of some kind. She just shushed me the same way that it sounded like she did to Blaire. I don't know that we're gonna be able to help her find peace. But I did see there was another door in there if we want to walk by.
If she's not going to attack, we could just take a look.
Well, I mean, as long as we don't disturb her. I mean, she seemed to be doing her own thing and not paying attention to me when I walked back by. As long as
Just be on guard if you're going to try it.
Yes, be careful that ghost doesn't kill.
Well, if you like, I can go back in there and open the door over there.
Just a moment. And, DM, if you'd let me, could I roll religion or arcana to see if I recall anything about this? Like, any stories from the family Bible that might be of use or help with, like, facsimile or metaphor, since we established in the previous game I didn't have any knowledge about ghosts, just off general knowledge.
I would say yes, but with disadvantage because you haven't seen this thing just yet. Like, Grimm was the
Right.
only one that solely went in there, and based off of this, it sounds similar to what you had thought of before. Go ahead though with disadvantage, and I'll let you know what you might know off of that.
Just looking for a clue here that I might
Sure.
know, but my character does
Go ahead
not.
and do Arcana.
Okay.
We'll go with that,
Ah,
and then
that's
re-roll again
right.
just to see if 10 out of
Hey!
the 2. Okay,
That's a little better.
so
18.
obviously it's an undead.
Hmm.
As far as the specifics about it, it's kind of up in the air. I mean, there's metagaming here in D&D. There's so many different types of like ghost type undeads that
Yeah,
it's hard to distinguish which one this might be.
Fair.
The dark type.
Yeah.
Ghost dark.
Well, in theory, trying to, like, maybe she recalls a song where, like, oh, well, this thing worked for this ghost, this thing worked for that ghost, but it's all subjectional.
That would be a
Yeah,
very
I mean,
weird song.
Yeah.
generally you do hear that like radiant damage might do some for some, but then not for others, and
Yeah.
some ghosts might have like a quest that they need to get done, but some might not. And
Okay, vague
it's-
terms. I got you.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I could go back in there and try to talk with it, but it seemed like it didn't want to talk. Is all I'm saying.
Perhaps
I
it would
think
be best to just walk past it.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
If we can leave it alone, that would be best.
If you want, like I said, I can go back in there, check out that door, and come back. If you guys want to just
All right.
not have all of us walk through, that might cause her to be irritated if we all walk through at once.
If you're willing, and
I mean,
she'll back up a bit.
Okay.
I'm fine to to try.
I am small. I can go with you.
I think it might be best if we just go one at a time.
Oh, we could do that too. Yes.
I'm gonna
Alright,
walk
so Grimm.
back into the room, and I'm
Sure.
gonna walk slowly past her, and it just very
Seems like
nonchalantly.
as you walk past the door, she doesn't seem to
Cool.
pay you any mind. Just keeps looking at the
so I'll
crib.
come over to this door, and I'll just
Sure.
See if it's unlocked to start with, or if there's a key.
Do a stealth check as
Okay.
you open up this door.
Sure. I will do a stealthy checky. And I got a 19 to my stealth.
19, right on. Very good. All right.
Dang.
So, as you come out here, you find that this is a balcony similar to the one that you had seen on the other end of the house, the one in the master bedroom, overlooking mist, completely covering the view. It seems to be creeping up the manor, like crawling claws that are trying to reach you from below. But other than that, that's it.
That's so scary.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping for there to be something else, like perhaps stairs.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay, stealth check.
Yes.
First one of the night.
I see him starting to come, and I kind of beckon him. Yeah, come on.
Cool.
11.
11 is fine. Johans, as you make your way in, turning to the left.
I want to look in this room while I pass by. Is the door still open?
Yeah, nothing in there magical.
Yeah, just making sure. And then, I'll obviously
however,
look into the lady.
As you come into this room, you find that the mirror is magical.
What
that
type
is
of magic are
right-
we talking about?
Let me
Magical.
look over this. I believe...
I might need to know, and I'm probably gonna have to Google it once you tell me.
Wait, hold on. Johans, is your spellbook named Google?
Now it is.
Need to Google that. You find that it is
No, it's gonna be Bing instead.
illusion.
Oh, Bing.
The school of magic coming from it is illusion.
Illusion.
Correct.
Can I? Okay. Am I tall enough to look through the door panel?
The one into the nursery?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like almost full
Okay.
length center
Sweet.
glass.
Does the lady look like she has any magic on her? Is she an illusion?
I mean, she is definitely a magical being, but you don't get any
Right.
sense of illusion or anything like that.
So she's a magical being, but she's not magical. Is what you're saying?
Right. She's not from a spell.
Okay.
If
Do I
that's what you're
sense?
trying to
Do
get
I sense anything from the crib? Since I can see the crib.
at. No, you do not.
That's so.
Sorry,
Okay.
one more. Name your spellbook Jeeves and ask it what all the spells do.
Jeez. My God, that is a throwback.
But it's plausible now. You can do it
What
thanks
are
to
you-
certain curricula.
We'll see.
Cha-cha.
We'll see.
Johans, is everything
Oh,
alright?
God,
Are you
cha-cha.
seeing something in here?
The mirror has some type of magic attached to it. Yes.
I'll slowly walk
Where
over
exactly
to
is
it.
the mirror in the room?
Right in front of
Or
Grimm
he-
right now.
Or you can
Yeah.
walk up to it. That's fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll,
it's on the right hand side of that first hallway that you entered. It's like that first
Okay.
right turn.
So I
It's
tried that.
a mirror on
Yeah,
the wall.
It's that little
Grimm. As you walk up to it and take a look, you find yourself much older. You find wrinkles under your eyes, and your hands are wrinkled beyond what you already have with your nature. And
this is probably the first time I've seen myself in the reflection anyways.
yeah,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what Blaire meant.
but that's it.
What are you seeing in this mirror? You said there's magic to it?
Yes, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna approach the mirror. I'm not gonna step in front of it.
Sure.
I want to step to the side of it, not close enough that I'm gonna try to angle myself in a way that I don't see whatever's in front of the mirror, like the reflection of it or anything.
Sure.
And I'm gonna poke it.
Okay.
But that's my way of saying I want to do an arcana check, kind of thing. I want to investigate this. if
I'm gonna
it's
test
possible.
that.
Go ahead and do it. Yeah, an investigation check. Then you're kind of just taking a look at everything and
An investigation,
seeing what's,
okay.
what's what.
Boom,
Yeah.
16. Let's go.
So as you kind of poke it, you see as a secret door opens just from the slight movement of that
Look
mirror.
at that. I'm even better
you
than I thought
see-
I was.
On the other side of this mirror is a hidden staircase that seems to ascend
Ascent?
higher.
That's the wrong direction.
Manor.
Well, we've done nothing else but go up. Might as well continue that trend, I guess.
You also see on the other end another door that leads to the outside of this room, right next to where Blaire is. So it's like two doors. One that you just opened, the other one that opens into the stairway room.
Hey, Grimm,
So you
look,
know.
there's another door that leads to where Blaire is. That's convenient.
I'll go through
So they
and
don't- Yes.
I kind of knock on the wall
I pull my sword.
and I open it slightly. We found a secret entrance, guys.
Oh, perfect. Is there a stairway down?
Unfortunately, there's a stairway that goes up.
Is it possible that these kids did not know the difference between a basement and an attic?
Possible, I think we all know as much as each other
There
do.
is a basement.
There is.
How do you know?
How do you know?
Actually, I don't know, but there is a way to get up and down the house. I assume there might be a basement.
Well,
Yeah, but that might just go between the floors that we've gone on.
we know the
That is-
dumbwaiter
that is
goes
true.
from floors 1 to 3, but
I mean, if
no
you- if
indication
you-
of a basement yet.
If you want to try and get into the dumbwaiter still, we can still try that. But
We can still try that.
No, I'm just mentioning that there could be still a basement. There.
what if if we don't find anything up here, let's fall back onto that idea potentially.
I like the play on words. Fall. Get it?
Yes.
Yep. I'm going to try to take the mirror off of the door now, sir.
All right. Please do a stealth check.
Oh fuck! Right, I forgot. Can I not go with my previous stealth check?
No, sir, because this is a new action.
Fuck. Hey,
And
so-
I'm looking past Blaire at Estella, looking at us like, Estella, is everything okay?
fuck! I forgot. I could have done something, but that's okay.
So yeah, before we resolve this,
Yeah.
Estella.
As they were discussing what to do with the new secret entrance,
Sorry.
no, you're fine. I was gonna see if Estella could, roll another, basically investigate this little section of hallway further, because she's trying to figure out where the dumbwaiter comes up.
Sure.
And-
Well, you've seen that the dumbwaiter goes up over here.
Oh, okay, so then there's
Yeah.
something else. She's trying to see if there's anything else to this hallway, like running her hands over the wall and all that
Sure.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
go ahead and do a general investigation check.
Nat 1. Ooh.
Does not seem like there's anything here.
Yikes.
Darn dust in my eyes.
Solid wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's cobwebs,
You have to clean off
spiders,
your
but that's
glasses.
about it.
Yeah, okay. If it's spiders, that's gonna trigger a thing. But
Right.
if it's
Non-spiders.
I'll
but
turn.
yeah, just,
Ugh. I'll address the group. Should we go up? Do you want to lead the way, or should I?
Well, before that happens,
Oh right, I forgot about the
Johans,
stealth check.
with an 8 stealth,
Oh no.
you are this mirror is like 3 sizes larger than you. And as you lift it
I
up,
didn't think about this.
you begin to lose the mirror, and I would like you to do either a
Is this thing gonna fall?
I would say do a strength check.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
I have like a 9 strength.
Cause like you picked it up off of the hook, and
I
now
just,
it is like you are lifting it.
16.
Wow, that was impressive. So you lock in while lifting this mirror.
I imagine I turn around and I see like, oh. Can I go
However,
over?
as that happens,
All
you
right.
see the specter turn and look through, and beginning to approach, goes through the door just next to you. What are you doing? Grimm, you would now see he is struggling to hold up a
Shit.
mirror.
I kind of
Also
quickly
physics.
whiz
This
my
happening is
my
not
head around the corner and kind of like try to hold and help put a hand on it. I mean, I don't have good strength either, but I imagine with both of us stabilizing it maybe, and I want to just raise my other hand, or I guess I'll put two hands on the thing and look at
Actually, while he does that, I do have something else I want to do.
Okay. I look over to the spirit, and I say, Margaret, is it okay if I call you that?
That is my name, of course.
Did something happen to you, Margaret?
You look. She gets all like huffed up a little bit. Elizabeth. She was just a jealous bitch. Jealous of my looks, jealous of my baby, jealous that her husband loved me. And she killed me.
I'm
going to use silent speech and whisper into her mind, I agree. We are here to help you.
She looks
I have
over to
absolutely
you.
no idea that that's happening.
Right.
No.
So, like, before you even say anything, she's like, interesting. And how can I help you do this?
Well,
Do you know how the way to the basement?
Oh, yes, you just go upstairs. I saw Elizabeth going through my quarters so many times. Ah, yes, you have to go up in order to go down. Speak with the children. They know.
Is Elizabeth still around? Have you seen her recently?
No, not ever since. She looks down and you see the intestines and innards splayed out on her. The instant. Not since the incident.
I'm sorry for what you've gone through.
You look great for a dead person.
Would you like to see my baby? She turns and...
Yeah, you mind if I help him put this down real quick?
Oh, shh, but shh, I don't want to wake him. His name is Walter.
Okay, yeah, just give me one moment.
Wonderful name. There's a wonderful name.
And I'll help Johan set it down.
You guys are good, but I need one of you to do a stealth check.
I'll do
just
it.
to see. You guys have advantage since you both are working together,
Yeah.
so one of you just helmet.
I will do it.
What's your
Oh boy.
Okay, go ahead, Johans.
Oh, sorry. How did I
No,
roll
it's okay.
that twice?
That's okay. Okay, 19. Okay. So,
I
with
was
a
going to say
19.
I could do it because I'm a halfling, so any natural one is re-rolled.
True. I figured that since you rolled just the one, I was like, okay, that's fine. We'll have Johans do the other one.
That's fine. I turned it off because it was doing weird things in the chat thing.
Yeah. No worries. So, with that,
I want to put it in
we're
the
able
other
to
game.
set it down onto the ground, and she says, come. She turns and then she
I'll
makes her way
follow
back
her.
into the nursery.
I'm going to speak into Grimm's mind, since I can do that, because I'm cool like that. I'm going to say, whatever happens, just say the word, and she explodes.
I just look at him. And just like look at him, like just eye contact. Wide-eyed. And I just continue following her.
I'm gonna watch them like cross the room and like see this happening, and like I'm not gonna do anything, but I'm very puzzled. Like, why are we?
Oh yeah, I'll just tell them as well, since I was just gonna be like, hello, we're going into other room. Don't worry, we're fine. If we're not, we'll scream. You can talk to me back as well.
I don't want to. I feel like this is like a bomb about to go off, so I really don't want to like jostle anything. So I don't say anything. I'm just like watching.
I also,
in minor shock, waiting for something to happen.
as I make the eye contact with Johans with wide eyes, and I turn around, I follow her, and I look back at him, and I just kind of like keep my hand like, just don't worry about it, just stay.
Johans is about to follow, and you're like,
yeah, just stay.
So, as you enter into the nursery, you find bundled up in a tattered old blanket, nice baby-sized, rolled up form within it. And she looks down and she says, very, very quietly, "Isn't he an angel?"
I smile with a very, like, sad look almost. Like a sullen kind of expression as I kind of stand next to her. I just nod my head.
Well,
Is it
thank you for
pretty?
following a young mother's requests. I hope you find what you need here, and make sure to stab Elizabeth for me.
Is the baby pretty?
I'll do what I can if it will help you move on.
Sure. Thank you.
And just nod my head,
Does it look like a meatball?
and I kind of do like a little like kind of bow to the her and the child, and make my way out.
Sounds good. All right, as you make your way out, no harm done. You are all able to make your way up the stairs. And let me reveal that for y'all as we head on up here to the attic. All right. Moving y'all over to this area here. Feel free to move your tokens as I also reveal this other area that you will now be able to see in just a second. Because as you make your way up these stairs, you find cobwebs and spiders and just dust and dirt everywhere.
No
You
spiders.
find that
Yeah,
this
no
has
spiders, Johnny.
definitely no spiders. No spiders.
Little bats that make spider webs.
Little
Or bat
bats
webs.
that make. Yes,
Silk
absolutely.
bats. Silk bats.
So, as we enter up onto the attic room, you find multiple doorways leading to multiple different ways. You see
Big attic.
two that go down, two that go up. Which way would you like to go?
Home.
There are not three that go up?
Not a
is that a
direction here,
window?
Johans.
Johnny, is this a window?
That is a window.
Okay. I'm guessing there's mist on the other side?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Sorry, I just imagine us, all of us, just jumping out the window.
Nope.
It would technically
All
be
right,
down.
I'm done.
Estella will take the door further down from
right.
this perspective.
I will make my way up to the top of the stairs after everybody, and I will
Hey, look around.
I'll continue to look around as well, and I'll just follow where we go.
Cool.
I'll grab this door up top.
All right. Let's go with Estella first.
Gotcha.
As you come down to the bottom part of this attic, let me open this up. All right. In here, you find a bedroom of sorts. Just very commonly appointed. Nothing out of the ordinary here. You find a small desk, a small bed. However, you do find a very dusty old doll that is just sitting on one of the counters there. It's wearing a lacy yellow dress. It just sits with a cobweb just completely covering it.
Remembering that the boy liked dolls, she'll approach it and try to dust it off and
Sure.
like get a sense of how old it is, like taking a better perspective look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's
It looks
still
like a
in,
normal doll. Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't look anything out of the ordinary. There's nothing like that strikes you as weird or you know, outside of the normal dolls, what a normal doll would look like. Yeah.
All right. Just in case, she'll put it in her bag.
Okay.
And she's still looking around to see if there's anything that could fit this little iron key.
Well, as you look for that, you hear on the other end Katya saying, "Oh, this door is locked."
Oh, this door is locked.
Alright. She'll walk around Blaire and hand off the key to Katya.
Sure.
Try this.
Johan's just
Let's see if it
he's
works.
gonna just quickly look in this room just to see if he detects anything magical. If not, he's just gonna go back.
Yeah, you don't detect anything magical in this room. But again, like I said before, the mist. You just see like the faintest dusty magic in there.
I don't like the mist.
In
It's
this
cold
room,
and it gets everywhere.
in this room,
It's
as
not
you open
coarse,
it up,
though.
you
That's true.
find that this room contains a bricked up window flanked by 2 dusty wood-framed beds the size for children. Closer to the door, you see a toy chest with windmills painted on its sides and a dollhouse that is a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor, you see 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the 2 cradles a stuffed doll that you had already seen being held by Thorn.
I immediately turn to Johan as they check on the children.
I do so. I go through Luna's eyes to see if the children are there.
No children.
They're
Just
just
missed.
gone.
They're gone.
I'm disappearing her into
Sure.
like a pocket dimension and bringing her to
Yeah.
me like instantly.
Yeah.
Children are now missed. I told you I hated mist. I mean, I also hate children. but
Something is very, very wrong in this house.
I agree. It's the children.
I'm
Is
gonna.
that what I think it is in there?
It's exactly what it looks like. Yes.
Bones.
Does it look like?
It's just a thing.
Okay.
He's so stupid. He's supposed to be smart.
These are not just bodies. They're like dusty ass skeletons, right? Like they've
Skeletons.
been dead
They
for
are yes.
super long time.
Long
Okay.
time.
All right. Cool. They this is not a recent death. These children have been gone for a very long time.
Blaire's gonna turn to Grimm's like, Grimm, can you speak with dead?
Good question.
I know I've never tried that. Yeah,
You've
you know,
worked miracles
I've there's been some pretty surprising things that have been happening lately. You know, why not? I'll give it a try. I'll walk in there and I will look at it.
Sure.
The two child skeletons, and
Hi, Simon.
hi, Rose and Thorn. Do you hear me? Hello, dead.
As you put your hand out, maybe to the response of you talking to them, maybe to the response of some sort of unknown power that you have, you see ghosts apparate just in front of their skeletons.
I knew
And you
it!
see
Oh, what do you know?
floating before you, Rose and Thorn. Thorn seems to come to and look over to each of you and then cowers within the arms of Rose, who looks up and kind of guarding him from each of you, stands up onto the bed and looks to each of you and says, "Who are you? What are you doing in our house?"
You don't know why we're here?
You spoke with us outside just maybe
I don't-
an hour and a half ago.
I don't know who you are.
Who brought
Did
us
the-
into this place?
Are you a friend of Mom and Dad?
We're here to help you.
And you see
What's the
Thorn
last-
kind of look over to his skeleton and say, Rose, is that us? And she looks down. I don't know, Thorn. Here, stay here.
Probably should not have shown them that. No big deal.
I don't know who you are, but if you are here to help us, then do not leave us, please. We've been stuck here for so long.
How can we ease your passing?
Passing, I don't know.
Whether or not it was you or some other spirits pretending to be you, there were 2 other children that looked just like you outside that told us there were monsters in here that took your parents.
There are monsters, but I don't know. They took my mom, that's what my dad said. Or that she turned into a monster. He locked us in here before anything went bad, but all I remember is Margaret. She was screaming. Anyways. Well. So then, what do we do?
Well, do you know how to get to the basement?
You see Thorn kind of looking up from Rose. Yeah. And he points over to the model manor that is in the corner of the room.
I'll look over to it and
As you look, you find that there is a singular staircase that leads from the attic down to the basement below.
Seems like questionable architecture.
Poor design.
Not very convenient.
I don't think anything about this place is...
Would it be from the top door or the bottom door of the ones we haven't opened? That staircase, based on looking in this model, can I tell?
It looks like
side?
the entrance is in the attic. It looks like it.
Is it this door or this door?
It looks like it's. Oh right. I mean, you're looking at the attic. I'm gonna just show you everything on here because you can see everything now.
I'm just trying to figure out the map based on this model.
Sure. Here, let's just do this. We're gonna.
Can I make an investigation check to see how the kids died?
Oh damn.
Say it again.
I want to make an investigation check to find out how the kids died.
I would like to help him as
do
well.
a medicine check.
With
Medicine.
stuff.
Medicine.
Okay. 11. Wait, did somebody say they were going to help
Yes, I was going to help you. Which do you want me to...
19.
19, that works.
Sorry.
All right.
No, you're good.
So,
My bad.
with that, you don't see any puncture wounds. You don't see any signs of struggle. You don't see any broken bones or anything like that. Everything that you go through in your mind seems to point to
Starvation.
I think
and
me
the
and Johan
fact that
both
the
have
door
a
was
side.
locked when you came here is a pretty good indication that they were locked in here at one point and could not get out.
The windows barred, the door was locked from the outside, the kids starved to death.
Okay.
Perhaps don't say that out loud.
Yeah.
Well,
Subtlety,
clarification.
Johan.
If Johan
Subtlety.
says it aloud, then Estella's going to be provoked to do something.
Okay, I mean,
So-
he did.
I did.
Okay. Okay. As that sentence hears Estella's ears, her brow furrows, she goes tense, and she looks furious. But she's channeling that rage, and she will come down in front of the ghosts of these kids and kneel and look up to them and just clutch her mace as tightly as she can. I don't know what sorcery or demons have affected your family. I don't know which ones let us in here. But I swear on my goddess's name that we will put this right and let your spirits be at rest through whatever means we have. I will not let this stand. And you and your brother deserve better.
You see Rose kind of following along, and You see that you've kind of gotten on the good side of Thorn. He was once shy, but now with, the reassuring comments, he kind of turns around and looks to each of you more in a curious than scared way. And Rose continues nodding. If you do go down to the basement, will you take me and Thorn with you?
Would you mind actually if we left you here with our owl friend while we go take care of the monsters?
I don't think that's gonna work, Katya.
I don't want to be left here again.
No offense, but if there is a monster downstairs, I am going to probably leave Luna with me.
Fair enough.
What if...
I suppose I kind of turn away from the kids and whisper to Johan. I suppose they're ghosts anyway. They can't really get hurt, right? It's probably fine.
We could probably stuff them, as bad as it sounds, get their bones and just stuff them into a bag.
Hey, Johan's. I think.
He's being super serious. He's just trying to solve a problem, guys.
I think.
Are the spirits tied to the bones? Is that how it works?
Let's hold that thought. And Rose Thorn, if you'd like to come with us, you may. You just stay behind me, and we will help you the best we can.
You see Rose holding onto Thorn. Thorn turns, looks up to each of you, and he puts his hand out to Estella.
All right. She'll put her mace away and take Ghost Kid's hands. When this is over and the monsters are gone, I will see to it that your funerals are carried out. I don't like leaving them here, but for now, this is how it has to be, okay?
As you grab onto his incorporeal hand, you feel it enter your body. As Thorn has now entered your body as a ghost. You see Rose reaching out to Grimm.
And I reach out back.
Goes into your body as well.
Well,
that was a
that
thing.
It tingles.
I suppose.
And she'll get her mace back. All right.
Are there any other things that seem to be happening at the moment? Like, do I feel them like a presence?
Yes, you do. 1 second while I whisper on over towards both of y'all.
Okay.
Whispers.
Also, the chat will
That's
probably
in the
totally
group
see
chat,
this.
bro.
It's fine. All right.
Whispered loudly.
Also, where did you whisper it to? I didn't see it.
I didn't whisper it anywhere. I whispered it to our Discord.
Okay.
Group chat.
Gotcha.
So look on there. Also, by the way, everybody, we have a Discord. Join our Talking XP Discord.
Flawless plug.
Type !Discord in the chat and you'll be able to get a link. Anyways, so as you all finish up in here, yes.
I want to... Do those beds have blankets on them?
They do. They are disheveled and dirty, but yes.
That's fine. I'm going to very quietly take set blankets and cover the corpses, the skeletons.
Okay.
He's not gonna say anything, just quietly. Luna's with me now, so she's just gonna politely just bow to the bodies as we walk out.
Sure. I'll bow as well.
So I have Rose inside me, correct?
You do.
Okay.
Yeah. Rose came to you.
Sorry,
and
I am
then
a child.
Rose came to you, and Thorn came to Estella, and you each held their hands, and they... So,
Okay.
with that being said...
How long has it been since I cast the Detect Magic? It's been more than 10 minutes, right?
I'd say closer to 5.
It's been about 10 minutes with the way that you guys had talked to Margaret and made your way up here and talked to them. It's like it just basically came down right now.
Okay.
Well, I think it's time that we move on. We have the children with us. We found out what's happened. It's time to go.
Let's be on our way then.
All right.
Don't tell me what to do.
As everyone's filing up. As
I
everyone's
was following your suggestion.
All right, well then let's go.
Yeah, let's be on with it.
And you feel like a completely different Grimm is talking.
What? So, as you guys go into this storage room, you find that this dusty chamber is packed with old furniture, chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins, and the like, all draped by dusty white sheets. And in the place that you had seen in the model, a secret entrance into the staircase descending into the basement of the Durst Manor. And now, as you all begin to descend down the steps, we are going to hit a break.
God damn
Be right back, and we will be seeing what mysteries lie at the basement of Durst Manor. Everybody that is subscribed to our channel will be able to join a giveaway. And the giveaway is starting. One sec. Once I get this all squared away, I'll tell you the cool, interesting code word that you're gonna need.
What's the prize? Do we know?
It's a sticker.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Giveaway is started. Go ahead and do.
Which one were we doing? Which sticker?
I think it's the Ravenloft Misfits outline in black. That is the one that we're doing, and you can type the command !Death House in the chat to enter if you are a sub. So please consider subscribing to our channel, and you can join in on this awesome giveaway. So, all right, we'll see you in like 10
minutes.
15 or so. Yeah.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
The games we play are the stories we create.
The fortress doors swing open,
Every story is unique.
and the sound of war drums rises.
Sometimes our stories come to us when we least expect them. We need to be ready no matter where inspiration strikes. And sometimes our stories are told over great distances. No matter where your journey leads you or how your story is told. The games we play are the stories we create. Sirenscape can help make yours epic.
Sirenscape is searchable, fast, and customizable from any device with no need to pre-install any sound. Adding epic atmosphere to your game has never been easier.
Skull Splitter Dice has something for every adventurer. The dice that you use could be the difference between life or death. With over 15 styles of metal dice, a variety of class-based cases, and other gaming accessories, we have something for every gamer. Our products are perfect for Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, and more. Be the envy of your party and get yours while supplies last by going to skullsplitterdice.com. Again, that's skullsplitterdice.com.
So I just want to start by saying I'm just going to read off the description of the spell Finger of Death because this is important to what I'm going to do.
That's also good to know, yes.
So Finger of Death, you send negative energy coursing through a creature that you can see within range, causing it searing pain. Okay, this is the key part of my wish. You see, I'm going to wish for a mirror. Okay, I'm going to wish for a mirror. I'm going to put it right in front of me and my partner at the same moment when Vecna has already cast this spell, all right? So Who's the only person Vecna can see after this spell is cast? Well, that's Vecna. So Vecna's gonna finger of death himself. Boom.
He's gonna finger himself.
That's right. To death.
I was
All right.
holding it back. Okay.
All right. What's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
We are back on it, and we are
In it.
heading down to the basement of Death House. I know that Estella did want a point of order before heading down into the basement. I know you were saying that you wanted to do something with Rosenthorn's skeletons, right?
Yeah, after whatever happens in the basement happens, before
Okay.
we leave the area, she will want to cast ceremony and give any bodies we find funeral rites to put the ghosts at peace.
Sounds good.
And Blaire, was there anything that's relevant still that you were wanting to do?
Oh,
or?
just Blaire was gonna. Well, as they were leaving the room with the two kids' skeletons and stuff, she was just gonna have this kind of nostalgic sadness for just the idea of being locked in something, and the only thing you could do is die, and that was just gonna be her parting thought.
Right on.
Yikes.
Well,
That's rough.
with that, we head down the spiraling staircase of Durst Manor.
Can we also, real quick, I'm sorry, this is going to totally kill the mood. Can we just acknowledge that Fred Durst is the lead singer of Limp Bizkit, and it just tickles me imagining him as like a descendant of some ancient Barovian family. It just makes me laugh every time you say Durst because of that. So sorry.
No, that's totally fine. That's all right.
Shout out to
Okay.
We had to acknowledge it. Now we can move
Keep
on.
rolling.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I'm gonna spin and proverbial grip. No, it's fine. It's
Guys.
an odd coincidence.
I'm the
Yeah.
bad jokes guy, okay? Don't come stuffing into my turf.
So, bad jokes aside, you
You
begin to make your way
I'm
down
in the
this
middle.
wooden staircase, and as you make your way down, you find a narrow tunnel that stretches in multiple different directions. As you get down here, you begin to hear chanting echo throughout this entire basement. It's hard to understand exactly what they're saying, but you can definitely hear it.
Do you hear that?
Do we have a general sense of where it's echoing from?
No. It's
No?
kind of just echoing throughout this entire chamber, and it's difficult to pinpoint it exactly.
So even if we
Makes sense.
focused really hard, we wouldn't be able to figure that out.
I mean, somebody can try and do a perception check if they'd like.
I
will
want
help
to.
whoever has the perception
I do.
with. Oh,
I do
An unnatural
Wow.
A nat
a
20.
dirty 20.
Clutch.
Dirty 20.
20? Dirty 20?
All right.
you can roll again because I'm helping, right?
Oh, right.
Oh, true.
You go for the
Yeah,
natty.
advantage.
Hey.
The 22.
The 20.
Even better.
A dirty 22.
Dirty 22.
A dirty 22. So, as you kind of make your way down here, listening for the chant, all of you quiet to try and pinpoint exactly where it's coming from. It's hard to pinpoint exactly where, but it seems to be coming more from below the southern end of this map.
Well, it's
I don't know if we want to go that direction, but that might be where all the monsters are.
chanting does equal monsters in most cases.
I can
Let's get
scout
this over
ahead.
with.
And congrats to Theatrical Disney Geek for winning this session's giveaway.
Wonderful. As Blaire clarifies that the sound is coming from the lower end of the map, Estella is going to peek around the corner, and she does have superior dark vision if anything's low light.
Of course. All right.
And I don't. But, at least we have all of our lights still on. I'll reactivate the lights because that would have been deactivated by the short rest. I would totally activate that on people's shields.
Yeah.
If you want me to, I can light back up.
Please.
No, Estella's staying dark right now. So
I would like some light, please.
The peak.
I'm going to scout ahead with Luna to see whatever is making that noise down south.
Okay.
If that's alright with everyone.
So from this point, you are able to see a table just beyond that. If you wanted to approach closer, I can open up a little bit more. All right.
We'll just go ahead and say she goes to the end of the hall.
Sure.
I put the light on Katya. Blaire, I look over to you. Do you want light?
I want to ask you to put light. It's like, Grimm, put light on my halberd.
Okay. And I focus energy and I put light on that as well during this.
Right on.
And I turn around like, where the fuck did Estella go?
After a few moments of lighting everything up, Estella, you make your way into these quarters, it would seem. You find a wooden table with 4 chairs, and to the bottom part of this area, you find 4 alcoves, which each of them seem to be containing moldy pallets of straw, seeming to be beds. But that is what you find in this area.
Okay.
And then another staircase that goes down. My mouse just died.
Meanwhile,
Oh no.
you see as Grimm snaps his head to the side and grabs towards to Blaire's halberd and tries to yank it from her.
I get very protective and I yank it back, but stronger.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't take my stuff.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. I think that might be Rose inside my head.
Blaire looks ready to throw hands,
I'm
like
sorry.
she's upset.
I'll look back at them. Is this going to be a problem?
Well, if we make
I
it a
hope
problem.
not. I didn't really consent to this when I was trying to help the kid. Rose, if you're there, please chill out.
No response.
Yeah.
Just give me the water checks.
After that thing happens, Estella would have come back around the corner. She'll try to say in a hushed whisper, "There's another set of stairs this way too."
And actually, as you were looking at the other one, Joe, you said that you were going to start going down, right? And see what you can find.
No, I'm sending Luna, and I'm looking through her eyes.
Got it. Okay.
Very
So
different.
go ahead and... Where would you like to send Luna? Go ahead and move your token somewhere in the next one. I'll get a token for Luna. That way we have one in
I
one.
want her to follow the sound. She has keen hearing and sight.
Okay. Go ahead and do a perception check with the Snowy Owl stats. If you have an owl, I don't think you do.
I
You know
opened
what?
it up.
Let's.
I already
you do.
opened it
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
She gets advantage on this because of keen hearing. So, to the 20. So 14 plus 1 wisdom, so 15.
So 15. Okay. I moved an owl in this area. I'm going to give you some permissions here so that you can move it around. But as Luna begins moving, the closer you, or the further down you go, the more it seems to echo as you get into this larger dining room of sorts. Let me open up this. You find that this room contains a plain wooden table flanked by long benches, and you find moldy humanoid bones lie strewn on the dirt floor, the remains of the cult's vile banquets. And let me open it up.
For the record, she has dark vision out of 120 feet.
All right.
And a passive perception of 13.
Sure.
In case that comes in handy.
You also find another hallway that leads further to the left as well. But at this point that you see this dining hall, Estella returns to the group, stating what she had found before, and we are now in real time. What is everybody doing?
Is this, just to clarify, is this over here another hallway? Or is that just not?
That is another hallway.
Okay,
yes.
I just wanted to clarify.
Sure.
Given enough time, I can case the entire joint.
I know that would be the safest route, but I don't want to be down here any longer than we should be.
I agree. I think we must be cautious as much as we can allow, but I think the faster we move through this, it might be better.
Better enough. I'll go down and scout out this little alcove hallway here.
I'll follow behind Katya.
Sure.
I'll move into the bigger room where Luna is currently, and I'm gonna send Luna down this other path as quietly as she can be.
Actually, I'm gonna go in here with Joel.
With Johans.
Johans. Who's Joel?
I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know. I have revealed something that shouldn't have been revealed.
Oops.
But it is fine because it would have been easy to understand with context clues.
Spooked me anyway.
As what you see on the other end of this, in this hallway, is definitely a crypt. In this one, you find two doors that are currently closed. One of them seems to be Rose's crypt. The other is Thorn's crypt. And you find slabs on each stone door with their names on it.
Are the doors, like, sealed or locked?
They're not sealed, no. No,
Okay.
they're easy to open. I mean, they're stone, so it's not, like, easy, but it's like you can do it. Unimpeded.
I'll turn back to...
I walk past Katya and I try to find the one, because I see this too, I imagine.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'll try to find the one that says Rose and stand in front of it. Rose, do you know what this is? It has your name on it. It's some kind of, it seems to be a crypt. But
I imagine this is where they were meant to be buried.
Rose, are you there?
No response.
All right.
I'm gonna push it open a little bit. Just enough that I can, like, peek my head in.
Sure.
Like a little...
And as you open it, it looks like it's a closed casket.
Yeah. Best to leave this alone. I'm gonna back up, close the door.
Sure.
Just a coffin.
I agree.
Meanwhile, Johans, you send out your owl.
Yes.
And then Estella will be right with you. As you make your way over to here, you find a hallway leading down. And here, let me open up this.
This is just a maze.
I am missing information here, but that is okay. You find a hallway that leads down. On one end, you find staircases that lead back up to the level that you are in, as there was a staircase that went down into this hallway. And you find staircases that go down and then turn to another hallway that's unseen.
So
and to
this is the
your
way
right,
back up?
or I guess the left-hand side on this map, you see that this opens up into a larger area chamber. There we go, that's the word. A larger chamber that opens into what seems to be similar to the dining room in size, but you find alcoves that are very dark and unseeable.
Wait, I can't see, like, beyond here?
I'm opening it up right now, but it is very dark over there. So as of right now, pretty much what you see is what you get. Now, Estella.
Yeah, now that most of the party's kind of scattered away, she feels, what's the name?
Isolated.
Yeah, she feels Thorn, like, kind of tugging at her, like, oh, I want to stay in the light, like, I'm getting spooked. So she'll, like, you hear her armor slightly clatter together while she's, like, rushing up to go back towards everybody else, like, okay. Thorn, I realize you're not used to this, but we're here to save the day. I have powers that will help. It's all right. And she's just like trying to calm down the other voice in her head.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see as Grimm walks over to Estella and kind of like almost starts to almost like cradle her for a second. And as Grimm's hands touch Estella, you feel like an instant burning sensation come over you as my scan touches you. And then I pull back. It's like, Rose, not right now. Please do not touch anybody again. And you absolutely feel like almost like complete pain as I just touch you. And almost leaves like a... Jonny, I'll let you describe like what it leaves.
Sure. So, I imagine that you touch the shoulder, and as the hand touches your shoulder, you see as like wisps of, what's the word? The ice smoke, kind of the precipitation.
Mist?
Condensation. No,
Fog.
Anyways.
Ethereal
You see as like
spirits.
mist,
Steam?
basically.
Breath.
Steam. There we go. Steam begins to come off of your pauldron, and you begin to feel like necrotic energy coming into your shoulder, and you instinctually get your shoulder away just as Grimm pulls his hand away, and feeling into your shoulder, it's cold.
I'm so sorry about that, Estella. I did not mean to do that.
Now, clearly these siblings have issues, but hopefully the insight will be worth it, and she'll just power on forward.
Sure.
Which way did the bird go?
I'm holding on to Blaire, just like I did before.
Oh,
Sure.
because
You're just kind of like,
right.
yeah.
Before
I'm basically
Katya,
a child at a carnival or something.
before Katya gets too far away, I say, let's go over here and check this out.
Check the other
real quick.
side?
Yeah, just
Sure.
right over in this little area.
Oh, sure.
Because I don't think we checked in there.
Checking this one, you find that these two are empty crypts. Just
Cool.
empty crypts that are open, nothing inside of them.
Okay.
Future family members. Can I check this side too? These just
Sure.
more crypts?
Of course, in these, you find one that says Elizabeth Durst and one that says Gustav Durst.
As I expected.
Do we check to see if Elizabeth is present?
Yes, that's probably a good idea.
Right.
I'll crack open again, just enough I can look in
Sure.
the door to
And-
Elizabeth's crypt.
Both of them, you find the top one being Gustav Durst, the bottom one being Elizabeth Durst. And as you open it up, you find on the other end, closed coffin.
Well, if she's in there, she's not waking for now.
But should we check to see if there's a body?
What good does finding the body do?
Well, we could potentially know if she might be alive down here still.
It sounds like she was the one who caused the problems in the first place, no?
Yes, that is what it sounds like.
So I don't think she would put herself in her crypt and die.
I mean, who knows what kind of interesting and odd things happen. With that necromancy book I was reading through talked about sacrifice, and and life
That's a
and
fair-
death.
That's a fair point. Okay. You've convinced me. All right. Get ready. Stand here at the door.
All right, I kind of just ready my
I'm
hands.
gonna-
Like,
I'm
yeah.
gonna come over here and like put hands on the coffin,
Sure.
and I'm gonna look at Grimm and say, "Okay, ready?
Yep. And
I'm
I
just gonna-
have my hand out.
Push it."
All right.
Are these
As
are
you
they
do.
stone or are they wood?
They are stone.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna just like heave the lid of the coffin off.
Perfect. So, grabbing on, it's pretty heavy. It is a solid stone piece.
Yeah.
And as you begin to move it, you begin to see insects swarming all over your arms. As you open it, and you see nothing but centipedes and insects beginning to swarm around your body. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh!
Cool.
That's gross.
Very gross.
Yikes.
Right.
Well, I didn't do the worst.
I'm gonna move you on over there.
I did.
You did.
I got a natural 1 on my
for that.
initiative.
Oh my god.
Oof, I got a 4. So, wow.
Wow.
All right. We have the lowest rolls of initiative ever.
I mean,
but here we are.
honestly,
still
it makes
somehow came
sense
out on
since
top.
we were both kind of readying up anyway,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
It's true.
It
But-
does have a surprise round because you weren't expecting it to be there. And so with that, it is going to get a bite attack. And all right, here we go with that. That's a 13 to hit, which I don't think does.
Nope.
So as you begin lifting it up, you instinctively throw it down and back up as you see all of these bugs beginning to crawl out and try and swarm onto you.
I actually think Katya would no-sell this. I think the bugs would come up and swarm, and she'd just kind of like accept that this is happening and like
Right
not
on.
really get freaked out or anything, and just like,
Sure.
Okay, well, I guess this is happening now. And
As they try and bite into your armor,
Yeah,
but your
and I'm
armor
just,
is
like,
too thick.
totally
and you begin
no-selling
to
it,
see,
just like,
yeah, you begin to feel as the swarm tries to get under your armor as well. Unable to do anything just yet, it is your turn.
okay, how do I attack a swarm of bugs? This is interesting.
That's a good question.
I guess I'm gonna try to like. Hang on, let me look at my stuff. Do I have any like bug spray or like okay, I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay.
Can I do that? And then
Sure.
with the torch, I'm gonna like, I don't know, hold it up to myself without burning myself and try to like, but also
There
like,
are
use
plenty
the
of
fire.
other bugs that are not just on you. Like in the coffin, there is a lot of bugs, so you can use that to hit them as well instead of just like
Yeah, well, I'm
you
trying
know
to, like-
yourself. It's up to
like,
you.
A, sweep off the ones on me, and
Sure.
B, like smash or like fire. I don't know.
Sure.
Smoke out the ones in the coffin.
Go ahead and do a regular weapon attack,
Okay.
and then we're gonna roll. If you hit a 1d4 of fire damage,
Well, I guess
that's
kind
strength save.
Is that okay? Oh, I see. Hold on. That.
Just a regular weapon attack.
I would add the strength
22.
to a weapon attack, wouldn't I?
Just a regular weapon attack.
Right.
Whatever
but
your
wouldn't I-
like longsword or whatever it is. Well, I
Sure.
guess it doesn't matter either way.
It would have been
Okay,
a
I
well
guess
then-
that would add proficiency.
Well, then if that's the
wouldn't it?
case,
it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah,
really.
with your proficiency and all of that, it would have been that plus
It would've
6. So
been
then
10.
it would have been a 10. So unfortunately, a 10 does not hit this swarm as you're focusing more on getting them off of you. But as you continue to get them off, more just replace them and just continue to swarm around your body. Grimm.
I will see this happening. I will raise out my hand and I will like just kind of focus my energy. I think back to the necromancy book and I just twist it and I do Toll the Dead on the swarm,
All right,
which
twist it and then you bop it.
I
I'm gonna
figure
do a.
I'll try to take
whiz
the life force
save.
if I can do it through my hand anyways.
That's
Wow.
a 0. That's a
We got
fat 0.
I mean, that
on
makes
them.
sense for bugs, right?
Yeah.
Right.
They're not wise.
That's a decent hit. Right on. Okay.
6 necrotic damage.
6 necrotic damage. Right on. That was a good hit. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. It will be.
Awesome. Comes back to the swarm of centipedes as they begin to crawl underneath Katya's armor. Let's see if they actually hit. That's a 7. So that's a no.
Not this time.
And that's their turn. Katya, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna just try and like take another swing with this torch and try and burn as many as I can. How's a 19?
That's a hit for
11.
sure. Go ahead and roll 1d4,
D4? Right.
and that'll be fire damage.
1. 1 damage.
Would you add strength to that though?
To my fire?
Because you're
I'll add
bashing.
strength as bludgeoning.
Yeah.
I'll add strength as
Okay.
bludgeoning.
Sure.
However, that doesn't seem to do as much. So your
so
strength, I
5
believe,
damage
is
total.
4, right?
Yeah.
So that gets halved to 2 because they are resistant to bludgeoning, it seems.
Makes sense.
And the 1 fire damage is fine, so
Sure.
that is 3 damage in total. All right.
And then
Grimm.
can I just like drop the torch in the crypt in the swarm?
Sure.
And just
Sounds
let
good.
it burn
Yeah.
over this.
Grimm.
Swarm is loud. I'm turning that down real quick. All right. As I now get a sense of taking life remotely rather than through
He's
touch,
got a taste for it now.
I focus in even more, and I am able to enhance this again, and I do Toll the Dead now with a 1d12 instead of a 1d8 for
All
damage.
right.
Oof.
That's a 16 on this one. So as you cast out this necrotic energy, you see it pulse out and blast into the coffin, but just as you shoot that out, you see the torch drop, and as the energy shoots into the coffin, all of them begin to move
Scatter.
away from the torch just as it slams into it and
Makes
doesn't
sense.
get anybody on that, which brings us to their turn. Centipedes are going to once again try and jump into Katya's armor. Maybe?
Nope.
Question mark?
Still a no.
Let's see.
Oh wait, I was looking
That's
at
a
the
9.
I was looking at the wisdom. That's
Still no.
So they still don't hit. Katya, you're up.
I got
As you drop the
chainmail
torch in
armor.
there, go ahead and do.
Oops.
Go ahead and do your action, and then I'll do like a dex save for them
Okay.
to see if they take any fire.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, they're fine.
like
That's an 18
like
dex save, by the way.
smash for the torch or whatever.
Sure.
Okay. Wait, what? I was
You're
asking
saying
you a
that you're
question.
smashing for the torch.
I was gonna
like,
try and like hit, just like using my sword doesn't make sense, right? But it's the
Use
best
your
attack I
shield!
have. That's what I'm saying. Is like I'm gonna smash with my shield.
Sure,
And just try
that's
and
fine.
like get as many as I can.
Yeah, go ahead and
So
do
how
a
you
regular attack with like your longsword.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll increase that damage to... Dang. I'll increase the damage from the
Good
D4
hit.
to instead a D6.
Okay. I'll take it.
You kind of like
4.
D6. Nice. And then plus your strength is another 4, so
Another
that was
4,
a
so 8
total
damage.
of 8 damage.
But it's still bludgeoning.
They seem to like run away, and you're only able to get a few of them. But most of them from that shield punch was
They're squashed.
taken out. Yeah. Grimm.
I kind of call out to the people on the corners, like, don't worry, I think we got this. They're just a lot of bugs.
Everything's perfectly fine.
It probably not enough room for everybody else, so just you guys keep doing your thing. And I'm going to do a focused energy blast of Toll the Dead again to see if I can target them a little bit better now that they've
That
moved.
is an 8.
Almost max
Right.
damage with 11 necrotic damage.
Dang.
That's
All
pretty
right.
good.
So as that happens, your eyes go completely black as both of your hands come out and black necrotic clouds of magic shoot out and almost like magic missile just enter each and every one of the centipedes that are left, and all of them just fall over and die and shrivel up from the necrotic energy, and that kills it off.
Perfect.
Ending
I was
initiative.
gonna like dust off whatever bug corpses are on my armor and dust myself off. Wipe the I'm gonna wipe the bug goo off my shield.
Sure.
And then can I look in the coffin to see what else is in there?
As you look inside the dead bodies of these centipedes all over it, you do not find a body.
Well, I'll turn to him.
Which my eyes are still completely lit up right now.
Yeah.
Completely.
You see the eyes are lit up, and you see the hair is like defying gravity and kind of like almost like static from like when you hold a balloon up.
Yeah.
It's like lifted.
Seeing that, like I'm gonna turn to him to like make a quip, and then I'm just gonna kind of get on guard until he comes back.
Sure.
And like,
it's like, what are you looking at?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Did you see anything in there?
No, the bodies are gone. Nothing's in
not
here.
Great. I walk into the other room with Johans and Blaire's like, as it's still like that.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at them. It's like, yep, like I said, we're all good. Here.
And I'm just gonna.
This is the door over here, by the way. You're walking in over here.
Oh, yeah. And then it fizzles out after.
And as you're entering into this dining area, the hair is slowly starting to go down, and your eyes are returning back to normal. They're seeing the tail end of whatever effect happens.
I'm gonna stay a couple steps behind.
Sure.
Grimm for a little bit. A little wary of that.
So, while this was happening,
Estella is following the bird.
Sure. And Joe, I'm guessing is sending...
The bird is sending... going all the way down here.
Okay.
Quiet.
Alrighty. Of course.
She's an owl.
Of course.
Who?
Luna.
Who?
Oh, you're playing with us.
It's an owl joke.
Man, it was so bad I registered it.
I'll call
Shots
out a
fired.
Inside here, you find a hallway that leads back to where you were before. Blaire, as you make your way over there, you see the hallway continues down. And I guess at this point, you'd be able to see this hallway just next to where Luna seems to continue.
Man. If nobody else is I'm just gonna keep sending her down. Like, I'll send her down this way.
Okay. As you make your way over here, you find another staircase that descends further down. And as your owl's keen hearing makes it to here, you find that the echoing is most definitely coming from here.
At that point, Johans is gonna say, "Found it." And I emerge from Luna Vision, and I lead. I call out to the others, and I tell them, "Follow me," and then I go down towards the place we're going to.
Sure.
But also making sure that I stay protected next to the strong person.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just
Wizard sandwich.
As you enter this hallway, you begin to feel the ground moving. As hands begin to erupt out of the ground just next to you, and you see from one end this twisted, dark, undead creature getting up, its jaw completely unhinged, its flesh falling off from one end, beginning to come towards you. You are not completely surrounded, but there are a few undead that are here, and we are going to be rolling some initiative once again.
Is this around Blaire?
This is
or around Estella.
Around Blaire. I'm gonna post them up right now. In 1 second.
I'm assuming you want us to roll initiative, right?
Is this during our fight, or are we in initiative too?
No, you guys are going to be in initiative. Everybody's going to be in this one, as you guys are, you guys were just entering into the dining room as this was happening.
We're right here, yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Oh, look at that. I wonder if I can roll as badly this time. Oh, I got an 18.
No, you did a lot better that time. Let's see me. Hey!
It would be pretty hard to do worse this time.
I know, right?
So that's good.
I got a natural 1, so yeah.
I don't
like the random audio cues that are appearing in
I know
my ears.
that. I heard it just in this
Freaks me the fuck
ear.
out, man.
That is the beauty of Sirenscape. All right, let's open up this area so that you can see where this is coming from as well.
Oh, man.
Because I want you to be able to see what's over here.
I am so glad I did not go first.
Jinkies.
Who's going first right now?
Zoinks!
I was gonna go down that hallway if you guys didn't
Zoink
get there.
Scoob! All right.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Oh! Well, the surprise round is started.
Oh boy.
And with that, Blaire, since Johan specifically stated that he was going to be hiding behind the strengthy person,
Sorry, Tank.
you are going to be taking some
Okay,
hits.
she has a whopping 27 health points.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
So,
a lot.
with that, you're taking two. Gonna take a claw attack from one. It's an 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right. Another claw attack as this other claw reaches out. That is a natural 20.
That one's not.
So, you need to do a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm good at those.
All right, cool.
Natural 20.
You
Or
take-
unnatural 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Dirty
You
20.
yeah, dirty 20.
Sorry.
Dirty 20.
Not unnatural.
You take. Yeah, that's average. You take a total of 12 damage. There we go. God, I almost said 14.
You got it.
Take a total of 12 slashing damage that claw into your calves and rip the flesh down.
My boots.
That is their surprise round. Now, we start initiative proper with Johans. I believe you have the higher dex, right? Who has the higher
I
dex
have
between Grimm and
4. I have an 18.
You have an 18. I have a 16, so you start.
Okay, so you two can just pick whoever wants to go first. Grimm, you would be first if you wanted to go by dex.
I probably don't know what's going on yet, so I'll
Cool.
go next.
So then
I'll
Johans.
hear sounds after.
Sure.
Okay.
You definitely heard Blaire as her calf muscle was completely ripped by these claws.
Am I technically adjacent to this guy, even though there's a
Yes, you
wall
are.
right
yeah,
there?
you can hit. Yeah.
No, that's
You're able to
the
hit.
problem. He can hit me. I'm the squishy one.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Fuck's sake.
for sure you'll get murdered.
I need to update Johan's thing.
Too soon to be dead? Yeah.
No, it's
Good
popping
point.
up at your level 1 character sheet.
Oh. That's
On,
weird.
on the stream, that is.
You just
Oh.
Johans has 13 health. That's all that
Yeah.
changed.
You could
and
just-
he's an evocation wizard.
disengaging and
I have
getting
two
the hell
more
out of there
spells, too, to be
is an
fair.
option.
So Johans.
Yeah, but also, that's what we call a dick move.
Is staying alive a dick move?
At the cost of others, maybe.
Yeah, I did lead her there. Technically.
That's fine. It's over there. There's no shortcut.
And I'm assuming you get disadvantage on attacks, on ranged spell attacks, right? Because he's right there.
Correct. Yeah.
Fuck.
There we go.
I'm glad we had the bugs.
It's and I keep the spell scrolls away.
Grimm's gonna run in there as like hearing Blaire
Just, you know what?
scream.
I literally
Yeah.
have no choice but to position myself better. I will disengage as an
I'll
action
also-
and move over here.
I will switch
Okay.
spots with him. I see
Sure.
like, oh shit, there's
Yeah, that's a good
an
idea.
undead,
yeah.
and then I will reach out and I will touch them with my death
Okay.
touch.
So you instinctively put your hand out to try and push the undead creature away from Blaire, and go ahead and make your attack roll.
Yeah, it's not gonna be super great. Oh, 19
That's
to
a
hit.
19. Definitely hits.
And I kind of
Nice.
punch them with doing 2 bludgeoning damage and 5 necrotic damage.
Sweet. So as you do, you see that the mist begins to come from the handprint that you put on it, and you remember, oh, right, you channel some necrotic energy through your hands, and you see that it does a pretty decent hit on this undead boy. All right, so that is...
As I step back, I'm going to point at Blaire, and I'm going to say, Luna, help her. And I'm going to have Luna take her turn as the help action for Blaire.
I'll have, yeah, cool. That works. All right. And that is Grimm, your turn.
Yeah.
Cool. It is the Ghoulie Boy's turn. Now, this one, after being attacked by you, is going to instinctively try and rake at your hand that you just reached out towards it. That is going to be a 6 to hit. So you were able to move your hand out of the way just as the claw comes up, saving an attack from Blaire. However, Blaire, you do get another claw attack. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh my gosh.
That hits.
Dealing 8 slashing damage. I need you to do another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oof, nice.
That's good.
Oh, you just passed with a 10.
Oh my god.
All right. So,
What's the dabblage?
8 slashing damage to you. And that brings us to Katya.
Okay.
Katya, you hear Blaire scream out in pain for a second time as Grimm runs into the area. What would you like to do?
I think I got a handle on what's going on. I'm gonna try something, and I'm gonna ask a question and see how this goes.
Sure.
So, like, everything's pretty... Like, all this stuff in this house is pretty, like, rotted and old and musty. Like, what is the state of the actual house itself?
What do you mean?
Like, are the walls decayed? Are things... Is it pretty dilapidated?
In the... upstairs or in the basement?
Just in the basement.
In the basement, it looks like they're mostly made of dirt, but you can see that they are reinforced with wood, so...
Okay. But, like, things are pretty musty and, like, dilapidated, falling apart, bad. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna charge this wall and try to stab my sword through it into the zombie.
Okay, sounds good.
Badass.
All right, I will say
yeah.
this attack will be with disadvantage.
That's fine.
But you can hit. It is possible.
Cool. All right, let's... And I'm gonna try it two-handed, so I can really just, get all... Yeah.
Do you have a shield?
Yeah, I do, but I'll shrug it off. It doesn't matter. I got a nat 1 anyway.
So as you just see it go directly through, and it pierces into the ghoul, but it's just like...
I get through the
and
wall,
like it
through
grabs
the
onto the sword instinctively, and you just... It's stuck in the wall now.
Okay, well...
You're gonna have to use an action to try and pull it out.
I'll do
fucking
that next
rad,
time.
though.
That was pretty fucking rad.
Rad try.
Quick interruption. Took a time now.
I'm out.
Just reminding you that you have a D10 inspiration.
Yeah, but a
Yeah,
nat
but it's
1
a
is a
nat
nat 1.
No.
Yeah.
I don't mean for
I
now.
appreciate
I mean
it.
for
Thank you.
For sure.
for later to keep it in
I
mind.
will
Because
remember that.
That's what I was looking at. Like, oh my god, where is it?
So, unfortunately, that does not hit.
Well, I tried.
That brings us to
I
Blaire.
tried.
So
Blaire, you are getting carved.
I'm definitely
Specifically
gonna,
by this one down here.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna attack it, but I would also like to rage.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
First rage,
Alright,
first
so
rage.
Very mad.
as the claws sink into your skin, you clench your fists and you begin to see radiant fire begin to erupt from the cuts as you go into a blood-curdling rage. So and I forgot to say that these ghouls are moving up, but they can't really do anything, so it doesn't change anything. Up to you, Blaire. Let's see it. Natural 1 again. Are you kidding me?
She has advantage actually.
Is that how rage
True,
works?
because your help.
Luna's
That's right.
helping.
That's right. With your help. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank
The
God.
owl, you see, as you're about to swing and hit into the wall, you see the owl come just underneath your attack and claws at the face of this ghoul, making it a lot easier to hit. And you switch up your stance, getting a heavier
Surprise,
hit,
motherfucker.
and bring down your halberd. Go ahead with the advantage.
Wrong bird. I guess it would be.
That was a 21.
That's
I will
much
take
better.
the first damage because that would be unfair to give you the 9 instead of
makes
the
sense.
11.
Yeah.
So the 11 definitely hits.
Do I roll for rage damage? I have another button for that. Or was I supposed to hit that? I guess
Go
I'm
ahead
supposed
and-
to
go
click
ahead
it.
Go ahead and click that, and then it's just
It's just
plus 2 at
Yeah.
this point. So
Okay.
you do 13 damage to this thing. That was a good hit. This thing is looking really rough now.
I look at
All
Blaire
right.
in front of me, just let out that roar and do it, and I look slightly frightened by that.
Wide-eyed a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting that from such a small stature lady.
Yep.
But I
All
should
right.
have with that huge halberd.
Right, she is
Estella.
short.
This hallway is too damn crowded.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I would say that you can go into the place of the owl if you would like to get in that area.
I am
The
short,
owl's
so
kinda like
she should
flying
be able
around.
to walk over me.
Yeah, she can walk
Just
over you
step
like no
over.
problem.
She'll Johans, get behind me and move to where Owl Luna is, and then
I would like you to please do a wisdom save.
So the idea of get behind me as you're stepping over somebody.
The little boy inside, that's fine. You just needed a 12. So you hear a little voice, no, and you steal it and continue forward, bringing yourself into the fray of the ghouls attacking Blaire. What would you like to do?
Today we face our demons, and she's gonna hit him with the mace.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
right, your
hit.
divine smite is on, but
Oh, okay. Well, take
that's up
that
to
away.
you.
So six
yeah.
bludgeoning.
So six bludgeoning, and
Yeah.
you're attacking that one. It is not yet dead. However, it is that close.
Okay.
So it is barely hanging on
Yeah.
as it's
And then-
standing on like a broken leg at this point and still reaching out towards Blaire.
All right, and she'll put her shield up as her turn ends.
Sure.
So, yep.
All right, Johans.
Do just
Or
do a
Grimm.
quick.
Either one.
I'll let John
If
go.
you want to go, okay, I'll go.
I'm-
I don't like combat magic. But all right, I would like to cast Ray of Frost on this guy, because he's the only one I can see, right? Because technically this guy's out of range anyway.
Well, as a halfling, you can make your way in and shoot, but yes,
That
this
would've-
person, you would be engaged if you did that.
Right,
This
so I'm
person
just going
is
for this.
behind both Estella and Blaire,
Can
so
I,
they
like,
have.
shoot below their legs?
Since you're a halfling, I would give them three-quarters cover, but since you're a halfling, I'll give them only half cover. So they have a +2 to their AC. So it is possible, and also you run the risk of hitting one of your teammates with a natural 1.
Fuck's sake. Fine, I won't do that then.
Ranged. Not very good when you're in close quarters.
A hallway.
Yeah.
Just walked into a Marvel hallway.
Is there enough light in this area?
Yeah, because everybody has light casted from Grimm, so you're good.
Right, and then in that case, can I take like an action or to roll if I just Arcana or something to know what these things are, to see if I can glean some knowledge from them?
Sure, yeah, go ahead and do an Arcana check for that, yeah.
Actually, hold on, wait a sec. Just
Meanwhile, Grimm.
yeah,
Yes.
please. Sorry.
I'm gonna say, if we get out of this hallway, we can try to lead them out into a more open area, and then I'm gonna try to use my action to help Katya pull the sword out of the wall.
I'll take
Okay,
you.
sure. With that, I would say that it's easy enough since you used an action to do it. You're able to take it out, and there is a slight hole in this wall now,
Cool.
where you see just this undead thing trying to go towards you.
Towards me.
Towards you.
Okay.
It's still
That's fine.
focused on you.
That's fine. I will then use my movement, taking the opportunity attack to
This is
step
contribution.
out of the hallway for now. And I'm gonna just
Right.
move myself like over to here.
It's going to take a claw attack towards you. That is a miss.
Sorry.
Good roll though.
Oh,
It
I
is a
thought
good
The
roll.
miss was a 6. And then Johan's rolled another spell. That was a nat 20.
I thought the nat 20 was the zombie, and I got so scared.
That would have been so funny.
Really
oh,
freaked me
man.
out, dude.
That is what I was gonna do, but
Unfortunately,
yeah,
Joel, since you didn't announce
I
it, yeah.
Hopefully
you get another one. That'd be great, but
It'd be great.
yeah.
Better you than them.
So, since you want to do an ice knife, you wanted to do it towards which one?
This one, because I have a better view of him.
All right, sounds good.
Sorry about my click.
Oh, you're good. No worries.
I want to click something too.
All right. Do it!
Everybody do it now.
All right, so you throw ice knife in then?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll
let's see it.
do it again properly this time.
Of course. A 13 just hit, or actually it does hit. It's one above their AC, which is 12. So,
Okay.
10 piercing damage. Jeez.
I have sculpt spells, so Blaire
That you do.
and whoever is next to Blaire that might take the damage from the ice explosion thing doesn't take it.
Do you mind pinging it just so I can read over it? But yeah, I remember
yeah.
this is definitely a thing of evocation that
I don't know how to there.
it'll be like a little
there you
chat
go.
bubble on the thing. Yeah.
So I can pick up
Perfect,
two
so
targets for one for
up
the
to the
level.
spells level.
and-
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, you pick Blaire, and that's pretty much it that you need at least, and pick Katya because it might have exploded in there.
Right. And then Katya.
Does it make the hole
That
bigger?
So
Does
and now
that
they
hit, I'm
have
assuming
to.
that hits this guy as well and this one, right? Because it is.
Yeah, it would be up to, because I believe show the spell description. I can't. Can you click in the show the spell description on Ice Knife so that
Yes,
there we
sir.
go. Create a shard of ice on a hit. It does 1d10, which you got full damage on that 10, so that's a really good hit. Each target within 5 feet must succeed on a dex save. So I will do 2,
3.
which is a 11. Well, each creature within 5 feet of it. So it's not, the target and each creature. I read that
so
wrong.
It's
So
it's
3
right
of
there,
them.
so all 3 of those take.
Okay.
Well,
I will say that the one at the bottom gets that natural 20 since it's like kind of behind the wall, and then the other
yeah,
two,
of course.
the one just next to it passes as well, but the one that you just hit does take that 9 damage, and that one is dead.
Perfect.
And or take. Okay, so they don't take any of that damage. Cool.
They do not.
Other
that is-
than that one that took that extra 9. So you hit it for 19 damage. Wow. Nice. Right on.
Just for my own thing.
Sure.
Hold on. Where is it?
Yeah.
That's the wrong thing. What?
All
Okay.
right.
I'm fine.
As you
And then bonus
as you-
action.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Luna
Sorry.
health. Continue
Oh, gotcha.
helping Luna.
Yeah. All right. Luna is going to help Blaire, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Cool. So, as that one explodes, Blaire, you see as an ice shards just shoot out towards you, but it's almost as if a barrier is completely blocking all of them as they and then explode. As that happens, the ice shattering in front of you, you see, as your vision goes clear once again, another ghoul running towards you and trying to attack, as well as the ones below. I'm gonna roll a 1d2 to see whether I go for Estella or for Blaire. I'm going for Estella.
Okay.
All right. So, one claw attack is going towards Estella, one claw attack is going towards Blaire.
And
This is towards Estella
okay,
as a 6.
doesn't hit.
And I'm
As
guessing you
the-
want to use...
Yeah, I've got my fighting style protector.
Got
I
it.
can impose disadvantage on at least one attack if I have an ally within 5 feet.
Sweet. Sounds good. So, even with disadvantage...
Oh my god.
It still hits.
However,
So rude.
so rude.
It is 6 slashing damage, which, thankfully, Blaire, you are currently raging, so that is half to
I'm
3.
resistant.
And
Yay.
I need you to do another Constitution saving throw. You're good.
It's good.
So
I take-
you feel like the dirt and disgusting crap that's in their claws entering your body, but through your rage, it burns up completely thanks to your Azamar blood, and you're totally fine. Let's see. Okay, I believe that is it. That brings us over to Katya.
I'm just gonna grab my sword out of the wall. Thank you, Grimm. I'm gonna take a step over here, and I'm gonna try and do a double hand swing down on this pool. On the 1-2. The right.
The right, yeah.
Come on. Yeah!
Nice.
Nice.
20. Let's go. Okay.
Woo!
Nice. So that is
damage.
15 damage. Wow. It's looking rough already. So as you cut into it, you see one of its arms completely falls off as you just cleave into it. You take part of its hip away, and so it's having trouble standing as well. That was a good fucking hit.
It was a pretty good hit.
All right, that the end of your turn?
That's all I got.
Gotcha. Blaire.
All right.
Which has advantage on attacks or anything else because the owl is helping you.
Sweet. Take a hit.
Nice. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead, just to see if you get a natural 20. That's better. That's a 19. You still take that 13 damage, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, which one do you want to hit? The bottom one or the right one that's hitting you right now?
The one that just hit me.
Okay. So that one takes 15 damage and just goes completely out. Thanks to Katya and you both turning, you cleave it in half and it falls down to the ground and you just crush the head underneath your boot. It is gone. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
Nope, just still raging.
Right on. Estella.
Alright. Yeah, maneuvering slightly around the raging celestial to bash the zombie's head in.
Of course.
Yeah.
You see as it's about to try and attack Blaire, you reach out your shield and you're about to hit it, but unfortunately it doesn't connect as it just moves out of the way.
Alright.
Is that the end of your
I'm a
turn?
distraction. Yeah.
Alrighty.
If I can move to the other side of her.
Sure. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you'd be able to.
Flanking!
All right. Johans.
Do I see this guy from where I am?
You would have to get closer. He would have 3/4 cover from where you are, which means that it's a +5 to their AC.
Fuck. I don't remember what his AC is, so... You know what? So wait, okay, quick question. It's range spells that do the thing, right? Range attacks.
That have disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are correct.
So if I cast a spell that doesn't have a range attack, there is no disadvantage.
Correct.
Or it doesn't matter if I have disadvantage.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
All right. Yeah, that one automatically hits every time.
Yeah, you don't even need to be that close.
So you just have to see them. So,
but
how
no,
many?
I'm moving intentionally.
Sure. You
Because
get
I wanna
3
kill
darts.
All 3 of them.
You get 3 darts. Which 3 are hitting what?
So the first.
This one's like balancing on one leg, and one arm is like completely off. Okay.
And then the other 2 are gonna hit the one in the back.
Sure. Okay,
That's
so
what
go
I'm
ahead
aiming
and roll your 3d4. Cool. That is enough to kill it. And 9 to the other one. Nice. So as you come up and you put out your hand just down this hallway, and 3 icicles shoot out from your hands and go into each of them. One of them completely piercing the head of this ghoul, and it falls down to the ground. The other one piercing 2 into the chest, and it kind of takes a step back, but continues forward. Grimm.
All right, noticing that the battle is still taking place in the hallway. So how are we doing? And I kind of walk through people. I kind of see as I poke my head around, I'm gonna walk right up into its space, and I'm gonna just touch it with both hands.
Sure. Alrighty, let's see that attack.
That's fine.
Ooh. Unfortunately,
Nope, that's
a 9
fine.
does not hit. So you kind of
So close!
go through everybody, making your way in, and you put out your hand trying to attack it, but it seems that as that happens, the hand pushes yours out of the way, and another claw tries coming towards you.
That's fine.
And here is that. That is an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
All right, 9 slashing damage as it cleaves down your chest. I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
And then that brings us to Katya.
I wanted to use my bonus action.
Oh, 7.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
To give Blaire help with Luna.
Sounds good. You don't have to use your bonus action. They get their own action, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Find Familiar is really good.
I need to read these things before we go into session.
As you see Grimm coming up to this thing, you see him tense up, and his hands are completely frozen. His entire body is frozen in place. But that brings us to Katya.
Really not leaving a lot of room for the fighter to do any work. If I try and shoot the ghoul, what do I gotta roll to not hit everybody else?
You just can't roll a natural 1.
Okay.
And it has 3/4 cover since it's behind 2 people, and you are not a halfling.
Okay. I'll take those odds. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my sword and pull out the hand crossbow and shoot it. I only have light crossbow on this thing because I forgot to switch it out. What's the difference?
I thought you have a heavy crossbow.
It just does a D6.
I have a heavy and a hand, and I gave, I think, Johans my light, or did I give you the light?
You have a light crossbow, yeah.
Yeah, I gave Johans the light, I took the hand and the heavy. So I'm gonna roll the light crossbow, and I'll roll a d6 for damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
That was 15, dude. Treat us.
15 does not hit with 3/4 cover.
Well,
unfortunately.
Got inspiration.
So, as you do have the inspiration.
No, it's not worth it. No.
All right.
Not on this.
So you, and as you're about to shoot, you see Blaire move into the range, and you shoot it off just so that you don't hit her.
Okay.
But that is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Blaire. You see Grimm tensing up in front of you, and you see on the other end a ghoul.
Hold on. Simon's opening stuff on my desktop. Okay.
Nice. That's what's up.
Well, I'm going to. So you said he's freezed up. I'm just going to push past him, get to this other corner, and attack.
Go ahead and do. You can't run through the ghoul's spot.
Oh, okay. But can I push past him to attack?
Go ahead and do a strength check.
If you have a halberd, do you have 10 feet range?
Oh, shit.
I do.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you can make it.
I'm
just don't get a natural one because he's literally right in front of you.
But you also have advantage, because I'm helping.
You do have advantage.
Oh no.
So you're
just don't get a double natural one, and you're fine.
Yeah, as long as you don't have the worst luck in the world, you're good.
Okay, hold on. Things are happening. Simon messed up on my computer.
Oh no.
Kitty.
He knocked it.
Interference.
He activated my other tabs, and there's so much sound going on. Oh my god.
We were worried about the natural ones in the game, but we didn't realize there was going to be a natural one IRL.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, he knocked over the iPad.
I mean, we can't hear anything, so.
There's
we're not inconvenienced, but you are.
There's YouTube
that's
playing,
fine.
but there's no. There it is. I couldn't
Thanks,
find
Simon.
the YouTube that was playing. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Okay.
Was it Simon's Birds?
No, it was like some Minecraft videos, and there was just a lot.
Nice. Right on.
That was exciting.
He just wants to play Minecraft.
Yeah.
All right.
Cats
All
love Minecraft.
So,
we're
10-foot range halberd.
Yeah, and I still get
Advantage on the attack. Let's see it.
Thank you, Kirkwood.
Yeah.
24 definitely hits
Let's
for
go.
an additional 8 piercing damage. It is not enough, unfortunately. It
Better be
is
looking
hanging
bad.
on just barely.
Oh my god.
Estella.
Makes her even more angry.
Yeah. Yeah, he's frozen up. As Blaire's pulling back her halberd, Estella would just push forward to get within 5 feet if you'll allow her
Alrighty.
to stand behind Grimm, and she'll.
Since Blaire is already there, it's like happening at the same time that she's taking a swing towards it. You're not going to be able to take an attack while you're in that space, unfortunately.
Okay. Maybe if I just drop the mace and reach around the corner with a crossbow, like.
You can do that, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said with everybody else, if you
the
roll a
DC's
natural
up
one,
higher up.
and there is, since only Grimm is in front of you, it's half cover.
Okay, she's just trying to finish this thing off, because goddamn girls.
Of course.
Hero.
All right. So.
Not a hit.
Aim for the head. Come on.
How do you do this?
Time just slows for Estella. She realizes the school is torn up. Blaire, where it should not take this time long to kill undead crazos. But the thorns just throbbing in her head, like, I'm scared. She's just like, no, this is what I meant to do. This is how I praise Elistray. And she just drops the mace and the shield, whips out the hand crossbow from her side belt, like, dodges down around the corner like freaking Die Hard and gets the headshot in on the Zombo.
Right on. All right, so as you kind of get down and you aim up towards the head, you see the crossbow go directly through its skull as it's reaching towards Grimm, seeming to almost do some serious damage to his paralyzed body. But just as the claw is about to hit, and it falls back on the ground, dead.
Yes.
And the heat of battle seems to subside.
Do I need to
And
continue
again,
to
the ghostly chant returns.
Do I need to continue to do these saves, or am I?
I'm going to say after a certain amount of time, you're fine. Go ahead and do another Constitution save just right now. I'm sure you're going to pass anyways. Yeah, you're good. So as that happens, you see the bolt pierce into the head, and you get your control back.
Rose, please don't do that again. God, that did not feel very good.
Fair. Alright. And Estella would put her equipment back, get up her mace and shield again. Anyone need healing?
Me. And I'm like on my knees, I'm like panting, I'm like very
hurt. Okay, she's gonna give you all of...
As the rage begins to subside, you see the fire that is erupting from her wounds starts to dissipate, and what returns is blood, and she is completely covered in it. She is carved from these ghouls.
Yeah, going up to Blaire, pumping in all 10 points of lay on hands to like at least seal the wounds.
And as you do that, I kind of look to my hand and I kind of just touch myself too, and like in my shoulder where it probably like scratched me down my chest a little bit. And I kind of hold my hand out, and you see as a whitish celestial kind of energy kind of just goes across my body. It's like, well, it appears I can do that too. And I do one of my...
Oof.
Yikes.
I got a 1 on the healing.
You can do it too.
Big ol' oof.
Get someone.
Clearly I need some practice with it, but...
Thank you, Estella, for much... It's good. Still just a little winded.
Yeah, you're most welcome. You were brilliant in battle. It's just these confining damned walls.
I'm gonna try doing that again.
Sure.
Better luck.
Go for it.
Let's try this again.
You can do it.
I believe in you. You did better.
So for our audio listeners, Healing Light is a warlock ability that you can roll a d6 to heal. Grimm rolled a 1, and then right after rolled a 2. So a total of 3 points of healing.
Oh, I don't think we mentioned, like, Grimm took a level in Warlock.
Yeah, it's on the character sheet up on the
Yeah, but
on
for
the
audio.
or I guess
Okay.
from here, like right down there. But anyways,
Somewhere in
I'm gonna
this
take
area.
a second to like reload crossbows and re-equip my shield and
Sure.
just kind of readjust myself. Get back
While
to
everyone takes a second, I want to go through, look through Luna's eyes again, and I want to check what these colorless Pokemon energy symbols are in the corner.
absolutely. This room is completely covered with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. You can see a wide alcove in the southern wall or actually the right-hand wall, contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak. His pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands just next to him, and in his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. This room has exits to the bottom and from the one that you had come.
After I adjust everything, I'll follow the owl in here.
Okay.
After I see Katya walk in, I'm going to follow the Katya in. Because then I feel safer.
You see
Are
as you
you-
leave Grimm behind that he looks at his hands again and he just puts it on his hand, like to his body, and this time you see him cast Cure Wounds with a Warlock spell.
Please don't roll
this
bad.
Not bad.
And let's see what that is. Cure Wounds.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go max,
I was gonna
max
laugh. You got a 1.
It was a
Hilarious.
3.
At least I add my my wisdom to it.
Your
though.
wisdom.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
after-
technically was a 3 roll if we look at it. So you
That's
rolled a
true.
1, a 2,
No.
and a 3. That's funny.
For
If you keep
7,
rolling like this for the whole campaign, though, toward the end, we're gonna have some kick-ass rolls.
that's
True.
fine.
On a D6, you'll be rolling a 12 somehow.
I think I wasted a natural 20 from yours, Ryan, and I apologize for that.
Oh, it's fine. I forgive you.
So, you all begin to enter into this room, seeing these held skeletons in these chains.
I eye
You
them
find this
warily.
interesting statue holding a orb in his right hand and the wolf's head in the other. Grimm.
I want to pop Eyes of the Grave again in here. I know we just
Okay.
dealt with a whole bunch of them, but just to make sure there's not anything maybe I can see lurking
Good
Sure.
idea.
as I look around.
Spread out over here.
As you begin to open up your senses of 1 second, sorry.
Given the opportunity, I
As
also
you
wanna cast-
as you open up your senses of undead detection, you find that this orb, though it's an object, seems to hold some sort of necromancy that stinks of undead.
I think I'm getting better at controlling some of these things that I can do. I don't know what to exactly call it, but I'm definitely sensing some very necrotic kind of energy coming from this orb here. I would caution anybody to maybe not touch it, or if you do, probably use something with some thick fabric or something.
If you give me 10 minutes,
best.
I can tell you what it is, probably.
But do you have
Probably
to touch
best
it?
to just leave it alone.
I agree. I don't think we want to mess with this thing.
Okay. I don't have to touch it, I don't think.
No, identify you definitely have to touch it.
Oh, never mind. I will not do that.
Yeah. Johans, I appreciate the idea, but considering how quickly those ghouls came up from the floor, I think we best move. We need to find whatever is controlling these creatures and defeat it quickly.
Perhaps it is best if we move on and touch as little as possible.
In that case, I suggest we go down the other path where the screaming is coming from.
The chanting?
I'll take a peek through this
That too,
door
yes.
real quick.
You find another door. Like an actual door.
A door behind a door.
Rattle the handle a little bit. Is it open?
Yeah, it's open. It's nothing like a crazy. It's not like a crazy intense door. It's just like a small wooden panel door
inside.
that seems to like give a little bit of privacy to whatever was on the inside. And on the inside, you find a chandelier is suspended above the table in the middle of the room. 2 high-backed chairs flank the table, which has an empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons atop it. Iron candlesticks stand in 2 corners. They are candles long since melted away.
I'll turn to the
group. You also
group.
see a small hallway that leads into what looks to be another room of some sort, but you're not able to see exactly what it is.
Okay, I'll turn to the group and I'll say, shortcut. And I'll walk through here.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Okay.
No, yeah, I'll continue as well. I'll go last though. I'll wait till everybody else goes if everybody else is going.
I guess I'll just go between the tanks and bring Luna with me.
Squishy in the middle. Yeah, come on.
So, as you enter into this room, the first thing that catches your eye is a dog that seems to be sleeping on the bed. You find that this room contains a large wood-framed bed with rotted leather mattress and a wardrobe containing several old robes, a pair of iron candlesticks, and an open crate containing 30 torches and a leather sack is inside of it. At the foot of the bed, you see a wooden footlocker, and lying on the bed that now is being stirred by your presence, you see a dog, but twisted. You see 2 heads come out from its torso, and as you come into this room to look, both of them look, begin growling, and just standing and staring.
Is there a door in this hall? Is there a door to this room?
There is no door, no. It is an open corridor.
I'm gonna put my hand up, hang back for a sec. So no, there's no. I'm gonna just gear up, get ready, and try to put my shield up and get ready for this to happen. I guess there's really not anything I can do. There's a dog. Dogs. There's a dog and a half.
It doesn't seem to approach you.
Okay.
Does it look intelligent?
I'm just trying to not make any sudden moves or be aggressive or anything. Brian, what's up?
Does Rose get any sense of feeling of this animal being maybe a pet?
You would have to get closer.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean more just in general of hearing the word dog. Did it sound like
you do feel familiarity kind of go through your body, but
new plan.
No urge to go forward.
Okay. New plan. I'm gonna real slow, no sudden movements. Can I pull out a ration? Drinky or something?
Sure.
I'm just gonna kind of roll it across the floor into the center of the room. See if
go ahead and do
that.
a animal handling check.
Hell yeah, I'm not good at those.
With advantage because you gave the food.
Advantage. That's way better. 18.
All right. Then 18. You see it kind of staring at you, looking at the ration, and then stepping down, still looking at you. It doesn't seem to be trusting you completely just yet, but it starts eating while looking at you.
All right.
Still tense, but doesn't seem to be approaching you by any means.
And what did you say was in this room? There was a bunch of torches and a sack?
There's a large crate at the top left corner of this map that is filled with torches. And you can see a leather sack in there. You can see a footlocker at the base of the bed, and you can see, just as you kind of crest over, a wardrobe that seems to be filled with robes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna kind of turn back to Estella. There is a dogs in there. It seems friendly enough. well, I wouldn't test it, but I think we're okay to leave it alone. If you want to just move on. Yeah.
I'll stay behind in case it chooses to come out like the last.
Mm-hmm. I'll just kind of whisper or like address the group, just be like, everybody beware of the dogs. No sudden movements. Let's just keep moving along.
There's more than one dog in there?
Yes and no. I'm just gonna kind of like go
Was
along.
vague.
You'll see. Just keep walking.
I don't ask any further questions.
Cool. So you're like blocking. Yeah, gotcha. Everybody makes your way past. It doesn't seem to be following you by any means. It just kind of stays there. And that's that.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll head over to I'll lead everybody along to the spooky staircase.
Spoopy staircase. As you all begin to make your way down towards these stairs, the ghostly chants heard throughout the dungeon is undoubtedly originating from somewhere past the base of this 20-foot-long staircase that descends even deeper. And what mysteries lie beyond? We'll figure it out next week when we pick up from here on our next episode of Ravenloft Misfits. Woohoo! So, thank you all for joining us. We, that was a lot of fun.
That was a good one.
Finally got like a really good combat. Blaire was very close.
She was really close on the last one, too.
Level 3, right?
That was not yet. Still level 2, but soon, maybe, if you make it.
We should have fought those wolves.
Those who
If
survive
you make it.
shall thrive at eventually level 5.
Oh my god, so dumb.
But we can kill it with cantrips.
Well, thank you all for joining us. If you would like to follow us, go ahead and click any of the links that are in there. Join our Discord. We have a growing community, and we would hope that you can join us. If you want to follow us on Twitch, go ahead and do that. And consider subscribing. We're using Roll20 for this stream, and we're sponsored by them, so please, if you ever need a online TTRPG tabletop
experience.
What is it?
Virtual tabletop?
Yeah, virtual tabletop, there we go.
Yeah,
if you
you
need
go.
a virtual tabletop, Roll20 is the way to go.
Heck,
because
super useful.
we got the Cursed Strahd module.
We've even used it in person on a TV that we put down on
that's true, yeah.
like a table.
Yeah, it works
Or
out really well. It
projector,
makes the
you know?
tokens
Good for
really
maps
great and all that stuff. If you want to support our stream, please check out all of those links that we have in there. And we will see you all next week at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Bye.